Okay, we are live on YouTube now. Hello YouTube, hello Twitch. Today we're playing the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. I got several endings yesterday. No. Would have been on Friday. Okay, so we are saying no to joining Commune's rebellion. Hello Patrick. I say no. Hakumi. He's right. This deal sounds way too good to be true. It could be a trap. Yeah, things are happening way too fast. It would be natural to think she's a spy sent here by Veshness. You misunderstand. We've been observing you and your actions. That's how we knew this was the right time to reach out. Even more reason for us not to trust you. I think we should take her in for interrogation. What? No, stay away from me. Everyone, just calm down. We all began closing in on Commune. But then, it all happened in an instant. Commune had started swinging some kind of weapon around wildly and stabbed Nozomi with it. Blood spurted out of Nozomi's mouth and she fell to the ground. No, this can't be happening. Why did it have to be Nozomi? Nozomi wasn't like the rest of us. She couldn't be brought back. Rage coursed through my body. It all came rushing out as a bestial scream. I slashed Commune with an infuser in a fit of rage.
Is this how you killed my mother, too? Oh, you monsters! Curse you, vile, wicked invaders!
I stared down the two dead bodies lying at my feet. What had I done? Time passed. Jesus! Widespread radiation, invaders attacking day and night. Planet Futurum quickly became a hellscape. The Futurans sent out countless invaders to kill the Earthlings. And when they arrived from the artificial satellite, the Earthlings fought them off with brutal chemical warfare. It was hellish. No, it was hell itself. Caught between the Futurans and humanity, we had nowhere to go. I hadn't seen any of my friends in years. I didn't even know if they were still alive. I was the one who had brought on this hell. If only I had made a different choice then. But I had no time for useless regrets. I stood up with my infuser in my hand, running from invaders and the radiation to live, to survive. Just surviving this hell was now my life's purpose, even though I honestly didn't even remember what else there was to live for. Okay, we got ending 42. This was the fourth ending. Rebellion route, failed alliance. Complete all rebellion routes. Awesome. Okay, what else can I do? What is over here? Ava's fate. Let Shoma kill her. Or no, protect her. Protect her. No, I won't allow it. We can't do this. This isn't about the truth or how important it is. We can't sacrifice Ava's life to get to it. That's going too far. Hakumi. Letting her live could be dangerous. She might remember her true self and her true loyalties at any time. And we can't take her back to the artificial satellite when all this is over. You're saying we'll have to kill her sooner or later anyway, right? Well, what if we don't? I want to find a way. I don't want to throw Ava's life away. For better or worse, she's our friend. She's one of us. I couldn't live with myself if we killed her now. Hakumi. You're following your heart. I respect that. I wish I could back you up on this, you know? But she's the only commander left. I don't like it either, but it's the only way. Releasing Ava from her pain will release us from all the secrets, all the lies.
Why can't you understand that?
I'm telling you, none of that is worth killing a friend for. It's all right. Please, do not hesitate to kill. No, Ava, don't say that. It's not how you really feel, is it? You can't die here. You have a reason to live, remember? That's why you surrendered to us, isn't it? Because you had to survive no matter what the cost.
My true feelings. No, I don't want to die.
I know you're going to hate me for this. I'm prepared for that. But you have to die and we'll never know the truth. Goodbye, Ava. With a final tortured scream, Shoma began rushing toward Ava. Shoma, no, stop! He slipped past me and launched himself at her. I don't want.
Shoma!
I recoiled in shock at the gruesome scene that played out over the next few seconds. At the last moment, Ava had moved like some kind of feral beast and driven her weapon right in through Shoma's heart. A huge amount of blood, or rather cryptoglobin, started pouring from the wound and flowing into the former commander.
Ava, I guess this is what I get. I'm a miserable failure to the very end.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Don't blame Ava, everyone. It's not her fault. She's just swatting a bug that tried to hurt her.
Yeah, that is unexpected.
Ava, please! You need to stop!
Snapping back to my senses, I tried to pull her away from Shoma, but it was already too late.
No!
Shoma is... No! Everyone, restrain her!
We all braced ourselves for another battle, but rather than fight, Ava tottered unsteadily on her feet and passed out. She lay motionless on the ground right next to Shoma's dried up, desiccated body. Why? Why did it turn out like this? Once Ava was safely back in her cage, we dug a grave for Shoma and laid him to rest next to the others. All I'd wanted was to stop any more of my friends from dying. Instead, I'd saved one life at the cost of another.
How could this happen?
Shoma! Damn it! This isn't the death I would have wanted for him.
Whatever the one last secret Shoma had been so obsessed with was, we'd never learn the truth about it now. I didn't care about that, though. We had a much more immediate problem to deal with. Namely, what to do with Ava. She'd been unconscious ever since she absorbed Shoma's cryptoglobin, lying so still and quiet that it was hard to tell if she was still alive. But that didn't change the fact that she'd killed a member of our team, in spite of her brainwashing. That wasn't the kind of thing we could just ignore. I spent a restless night worrying over what would happen next, until finally... Day 64. Ding dong bing bong. I think C-Day is still around, right? I was awake now, but the living nightmare I'd experienced yesterday hadn't gone away. This was cold, hard reality. A reality where Ava had killed Shoma. How had things gone so far off track? Why couldn't I stop the people close to me from dying? I can't sit here moping. I need to talk to the others and figure out what to do about this. Over in the cafeteria, everybody looked solemn. When I came in, the mood seemed to get a little more tense. Ava's been in her cage ever since yesterday. I see. It's a necessary precaution. If she goes crazy like that again, Kako could be in danger. Shoma used to be in charge of the key, but we've put it in the war room for now. You think we ought to move Ato's cage to a corner of the schoolyard? I think so. Leaving him near Ava the way she is now would be asking for trouble. Yeah, that's probably the safest choice right now. Especially with C-Day still out of action. Is there any chance Tsubasa can fix C-Day? He hasn't really been able to assess the damage yet. She's been too worried about other stuff. You're sad about Shoma? He'll be alive during, like, the next route I do. Ava went ahead and killed Shoma and C-Day. Even I've got to tip my hat to her. Shoma's the one who attacked her first. We could probably rule killing him as self-defense. Technically, this whole war was self-defense, at least from Ava and the other Futurans' point of view. We all knew that, but this wasn't the time to point it out. It was a fact we were still struggling to come to terms with.
Yeah.
Self-defense? I don't know about that. Ava's never really been one of us. She used to be our enemy, and she only fought for us because we brainwashed her. I mean, you all saw what she looked like when she killed Shoma and took his cryptoglobin, right? Yeah, that was pretty intense. She was like some kind of monster. Then it's a good thing we put her back in her cage, isn't it? Perhaps, but will that be enough? If she goes berserk again, I don't know if we can bring her under control. What are you getting at? You're saying it's too risky to allow Ava to live, right? You want to kill her? That doesn't seem fair. Just because she might be dangerous? Might nothing. She killed Shoma. We'll never be safe with someone like that around. Or do you just want to wait around until she breaks out of her cage and attacks someone else? She stopped being a member of this team the moment she killed one of us. We gotta treat her like any other enemy now. You too, Takemaru? I know you don't want this, Takumi. That's why I won't force the decision right away. But we need to be aware of the danger and treat Ava with the appropriate amount of caution. Just so long as I'm not the one who has to guard her, I don't want to be her next victim. Ava was fast becoming a target of mistrust and fear, and it wasn't entirely unjustified. There wasn't really anything I could say to argue her case, so I just left. The whole special defense unit was avoiding Ava now. And not just her, they'd all started to look at me differently. I didn't have to ask why. I was the one who'd insisted on saving Ava from Shoma. My insistence that she tell us how she really felt was probably why she snapped too. I was just trying to stop Shoma for doing something he'd regret, but if I had stayed quiet, he'd still be alive right now. On the other hand, if I hadn't stopped him, he'd have killed Ava. Damn it, what was I supposed to do? I knew there was no real answer to that question, but that just made my remorse stronger. I stayed in my room for the rest of that day. My thoughts continued to torment me long into the night. Day 65. Ding dong bing bong. It's morning. I don't think the others will feel like talking to me right now. At least not until we settle the issue of what we're going to do with Ava. I wonder how she's doing. How does she feel being shut up in her cage while we decide her fate for her? Maybe I'll go check on her before I do anything else. I went to the courtyard and made my way toward Ava's cage. In spite of all the chaos she'd caused a few days ago, she was sitting there quietly, just like always. The only difference was that she was tied up now. We'd taken another of her freedoms away from her. Her expression didn't change when she noticed me.
Have you come to punish me, Mr. Sumino?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I don't remember anything after the end of the battle, but I've been told that I did something terrible. I must be punished. I will accept any punishment. Please, pass your judgment on me.
Sorry, but I don't have that right. Nobody here does. We can't judge you for what you've done, Ava.
Ava's only the way she is because Tsire obliterated her real personality and made her a mindless slave. If anything, what happened to Shoma was our punishment for doing that to her. Of course, the way she was now, all that was lost on her.
I'm sorry. I don't understand. If I'm not going to be punished, when will I be let out? I cannot obey your orders inside this cage. I need to fight. I need to kill the invaders.
No, it's okay. Don't need to think about that stuff right now, really. The only reason you feel like you need to is because of what we've done to you.
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. Do you want me to stay in my cage and do nothing? If that is your order, I will obey it.
Sure, let's go with that. I'm sorry it has to be like this, but bear with it a little longer, okay?
Understood. I will remain here on standby until further notice.
I left the courtyard without coming to any new conclusions, but I still didn't think Ava killing Shoma meant we should kill her. It was our fault she was like this, in more ways than one. We were the ones who started this war, after all. Shoma's death had brought a lot of stuff into focus. Stuff I'd been trying not to think about. Namely, what we'd done to Ava. How we were trampling her dignity, treating her like a thing instead of a person. This was war, and humanity's future was on the line. I knew that, but did that really make it okay to do something so cruel to a living, thinking person? No, it absolutely doesn't. What we're doing isn't right. Despite my worries, I somehow managed to slip into a light, restless sleep. Day 66. Ding dong bing bong. That morning, I decided to go see Ava again. I couldn't explain why, but I felt like I needed to talk to her some more.
How are you feeling today, Ava?
My physical condition is the same as ever.
That's good. Those restraints aren't hurting you, are they?
I am fine. They are a little tight around my chest, though.
Oh, right. Sorry. I don't think there's anything I can do about that.
I stayed and talked with Ava for a while. To be honest, I wasn't sure if I could really call it a conversation. I wasn't talking to the real Ava after all. This was just what was left to her after Side had removed any part of her personality that might have given us trouble. That got me thinking, what was the real Ava like? Not Ava the enemy commander, but Ava the Futurant, the person. What had her personality been like before? What kind of life did she live? Who were the people she cared about the most?
Ava, did you have a family before? Somebody you wanted to protect?
I was just thinking out loud. I wasn't really expecting a reply. My question had an effect on her.
Huh? Ava! Ava! What is it? What's the matter?
Stop it! No!
Ava! Ava, please get a hold of yourself!
Something was seriously wrong here. Ava jerked around erratically, a look of agony in her face, and then she slumped over motionless like a puppet whose strings have been cut.
Ava? She's still breathing. She must have passed out. But why did this happen?
Did I tell the others about it? No, they'll think she just went berserk again. They're already looking for reasons to execute her. I'd better stay quiet. As I stood there looking down at her, Ava's lips parted ever so slightly and moved. Immune. I stuck to my decision and didn't tell anyone about Ava's strange behavior. When she woke up again, she'd gone back to normal. Well, normal for her. But I couldn't stop thinking about what she'd said when she passed out. What was it again? Commune? Could that be someone's name? It seems like asking about her family was what triggered that weird reaction. If she mentioned commune after that, then... Day 67. Ding dong bing bong. Things were still awkward between me and the rest of the team. I went to the cafeteria a little later than usual so I wouldn't run into them. Alright, no one's here. True, I was staying out of everyone's way right now, but none of them were actively seeking me out either. It had been like that ever since I saved Ava. I didn't blame them for being mad at me. I was largely responsible for Shoma's death. I don't have anything to do today, but I'm still worried about Ava. Maybe I'll go check on her again. Takumi. Oh, hey Nozomi. You've been going to talk to Ava a lot lately, huh? Yeah, I guess. Is that a problem? Not a problem exactly. Don't take this the wrong way, but I think you should stop.
Huh?
I can tell what you're thinking. What happened wasn't Ava's fault, it's just because of the brainwashing. But if you keep this up, people might get the wrong idea. Think about how it looks. Nozomi was right, of course. She summed up the whole situation pretty well. Seeing me go and talk to Ava every day, it wouldn't be unusual for the others to start getting suspicious of me. Thanks for the warning. I'm sorry. What I'm saying must sound heartless. I mean, you're all Ava has right now. If you stop going to see her, she'll be the target of everyone's hate with no one to turn to. But I'd rather that happen than see everyone turn on you. I had to say something. Even now, she's doing her best to be honest and considerate. Knows me such a good person. Better than I'll ever be. No, really. Thank you, but I'm going to keep seeing Ava. What? I'm not doing it for her. This is the only way I can deal with my guilt. Both for getting Shoma killed and for making Ava the way she is. Heck, even for the fact that humanity are the ones trying to take the Futurans home from them. I've been complicit in so much horrible stuff. It feels like the guilt is going to crush me. Talking to Ava helps somehow. Takumi. Our conversation drifted into an uneasy silence. I turned and left the cafeteria. Nozomi didn't try to stop me. I went to the courtyard to talk to Ava again. As usual, she answered all my questions with a dull, emotionless look on her face. In spite of that, when I talked to her, the miasma of guilt choking my heart felt a little more manageable. In the end, I was still using her, just in a different way from before.
It looks like it's getting late. I'd better head back for the day.
Understood. Goodbye, Mr. Samino.
She looks kind of restless. Is she trying to tell me something?
Ava, is there something on your mind?
Mr. Sumino, why are you being so nice to me? I'm just a possession for you to use as you see fit.
I don't want to treat you like a possession anymore. Even if it's not by your own choice. You're still an ally I entrust my life to on the battlefield. And we've done something truly terrible to you. That's the reason things have ended up like this. But for what it's worth, I want to do whatever I can for you.
For me?
The words would probably have rung false if I were speaking to the real Ava. If I really cared about her, I would have released her and let her go back to her own people. Since I couldn't do that, I was trying to make myself feel better by offering something else. A token gesture to help lighten my guilt.
Ava, I know it's probably pointless to ask, but is there anything you'd like to do?
Me? I want to kill invaders.
No, I mean, outside of battle. There's gotta be something, right? Is there, say, anyone you really miss right now?
The same way I miss Kadoa.
You said someone's name last time. Commune. Do you know who that is?
Commune.
The moment she heard the name, Ava's face went pale.
Oh no, not again.
I wish I hadn't mentioned the name now, but there was no taking it back. Ava began thrashing around like she had last time, but with one very important difference.
Where am I? How did I get here?
What the?
My head! No! Stop! Get out of my head!
You've got to be kidding. The brainwashing's wearing off? The look in Ava's eyes had changed. It had gone from a beast-like confusion to fear and suspicion. It was the same way she looked when I tried to talk to her the first time, before Side took her away for his emergency treatment.
Please, no! No more! Don't mess with my head again! Why are you doing this? How can you be so cruel?
Ava, please, you have to calm down. I'm not going to do anything to you, I promise.
I probably didn't sound very convincing, but I was desperate.
You have to stop yelling, though. If the others hear you, we could be in big trouble.
You won't do anything? That's a lie! Why would I believe anything you say?
Now that Side is not here to operate the machine, Ava's brainwashing is gone for good. But if Hiriko and the others find out she's her old self again...
Listen to me, Ava. You were brainwashed. It's only just wearing off now. But if the rest of my team realize that, they'll kill you for sure. I don't want that to happen. I know this must be hard for you to believe, but please, just trust me on this. I'm trying to save your life.
Save my life? Oh wait, you're...
My frantic pleading finally got through to her and she began to calm down. She was no longer looking at me with outright animosity, but that fear and unease in her eyes that hadn't gone away.
I think I'm starting to remember. It's like something out of a nightmare. A me who wasn't me. You're... Takumi Sumino, leader of the Special Defense Unit.
You remember what happened while you were brainwashed?
Only a little. It's coming back to me, but it's still fuzzy. Did you mean what you said just now? You really want to save me?
I do. Please, believe me.
It was such a subtle change that it was easy to miss, but Ava's caution seemed to ease up a little.
After you took me prisoner, your commanding officer, Sire, he brainwashed me. Now that I've broken free of it, the risks of letting me live outweigh the benefits. It's like you said. If the others find out, it could be the end for me.
She's still afraid, but she's thinking rationally. This is the real Ava, huh? She was a commander, so I guess it's no surprise that she'd be able to handle herself in a crisis. It feels like I'm seeing a whole new side of her, though.
But that begs the question. Are you really going to keep this a secret from your allies?
If I can, then yes. I'll try.
You'd betray your own team for me?
No, I wouldn't put it that way. I'm just as loyal to them as I always have been. It's more like, even if our people are at war, as individuals, there's no need for you and me to hate each other, right?
So, this is your way of easing your guilt for brainwashing me. Well, alright. I'll do as you say. For now.
Thanks, Ava.
What am I gonna do with her now, though? I don't have any kind of concrete plan. I'll have to think of something. I probably shouldn't stick around her too much longer. If people get too suspicious, this will all be for nothing.
We'll talk about what we're going to do next tomorrow. If anyone else tries to speak to you before then.
I know. I'll pretend I'm still brainwashed. But don't worry. You're the only one who comes to see me anyway.
Ava smiled sadly. Reluctantly, I walked away, leaving her locked up in that cage for another day. We have the real Ava with us now. How exciting. I never expected Ava to break out of her brainwashing, and so completely, too. This could be a big problem. Keeping a secret like this won't be easy. Why did it happen now, though? How did she do that? She's been acting a little strange lately, but that only started at the end of our last battle. In other words, when she absorbed Shoma's cryptoglobin. Did doing that make Ava strong enough to break free of Cide's programming? It's not impossible, I guess. Either way, I'm the one who made the choice to save her and set all this in motion. I need to be prepared for what this could mean for me. Depending on how I handle this, I might end up in a worse position than ever. But that doesn't matter. I made my decision. Now I have to take responsibility for it. Day 68. Ding dong bing bong. After eating a quick, simple breakfast in the cafeteria, I made my way to the courtyard when no one was watching. Naturally, I was going to talk to Ava about the future.
Takumi Samino.
When Ava saw me, she dropped her act, allowing emotions to show on her face again.
You're late. You ought to consider how I feel, waiting for you all alone.
Despite her rebuke, she seemed more relaxed now, almost like she was warming up to me.
Sorry. I didn't want to look like I was in too much of a hurry and risk tipping anyone off.
I know. I was just trying to make you feel bad.
I guess I deserve that much, at the very least.
We are enemies after all. You and I, we're enemies. Invaders. And the invaded.
Ava stared at me intently, her gaze burning with a dozen warring emotions. Anger, hatred, grief, and more besides.
Why did you attack us? If you'd never come to Futurum, none of this would have happened.
I won't make excuses. I know that we're the ones who started this war now.
No, I didn't mean to blame you personally. You didn't know. You were told you were fighting to protect your friends and family.
If I had to put a name to the emotion on Ava's face now, I'd have to call it pity, compassion maybe. I guess in her eyes, we were just misled soldiers made to fight in a war we didn't fully understand.
So, what's going to happen to me now?
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure that out.
I'm not necessarily expecting you to set me free, but it would be nice to know.
At the very least, I can promise I won't tell anyone you're back to your old self. They hate you enough as it is.
Hate me? Isn't that a little excessive? They didn't treat me this way or make me wear these strange clothes before. Why did things change so suddenly?
Huh?
Something seemed odd about Ava's attitude. Could it be?
Ava, do you remember a member of our team named Shoma? Shoma Ginzaki.
Shoma. Yes, I remember. He used to come see me in my cage and help me out with little everyday things. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen him in a while. What's happened to him?
I was right. Ava doesn't remember killing Shoma. She did say her memory was still fuzzy. What now? Should I tell her? No, the shock might be too much for her, but I've got to tell her something.
You've gone pale. Oh no. Did he?
He died. In battle.
Oh. I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Ava was too observant for me to hide the truth completely. But at least I was able to hold back the most important detail for now.
He was kind to me, even when I was a prisoner. I got the feeling that he just wasn't made for war.
Yeah, he was a good guy. And a much braver, kinder person than he ever gave himself credit for.
You've had it hard too, haven't you?
Ava spoke with a kind of sympathy that I instinctively knew was sincere. Even shut up in this cage behind enemy lines, she still found it in her heart to consider my feelings. Obviously, Shoma wasn't the only brave, kind soul around here.
You're not worried about me, are you? I'm the one responsible for killing all your friends.
Friends? Oh, do you mean the other heroes? We fought on the same side, but I wouldn't call them friends. They certainly didn't think of me that way. I didn't ask to be chosen by the power of God. If it weren't for that, I would never have gone to war in the first place. I never wanted to be a hero.
And with that, I finally understood. Ava and I may have been on different sides, born on different planets, but we were basically the same. Neither of us wanted to fight or kill other people, but with our homes and families on the line, we've been left with no choice. We didn't choose this life, it was chosen for us.
It's the same for all of you, isn't it? I understood that once I saw you outside of battle. You don't really want to fight either. It's too bad we had to meet like this. In another time and place, we might have been...
Ava couldn't bring herself to finish that sentence. I couldn't say anything to comfort her either. I just stared into her big, sad eyes. After a while, I checked again to make sure no one was watching and made my way back inside. She doesn't remember what she did to Shoma. To be bad. Veshna said the commanders are forbidden to absorb another person's cryptoglobin. When Ava does remember, she won't just have to deal with the guilt of killing someone who didn't deserve it, but breaking one of her people's most serious religious taboos, too. I can't do that to her. I better keep it a secret a little longer. I was so absorbed in my thoughts, I didn't notice somewhere else coming down the hallway toward me until they spoke up. Ah, Takumi! Huh? Oh, hey, Tsubasa. It feels like a while since we've talked, huh? Are you okay? You look kind of pale. I'm fine. I didn't get enough sleep last night, that's all. Same here, but I'm one step closer to fixing C-Day now. Oh, so the repairs are going well? Yep, Melko and some of the others went out and found me a bunch of useful materials. And Yugamo found a bunch of data and schematics and stuff on the war room computer. What did I think of the second scenario? I thought it was interesting how it all ended up. Sad, but interesting. And then I started getting the rest of the endings for the routes. Like Rebellion route, I got all the endings for that one. Reset. I liked having Commune back. That was a surprise, a welcome surprise. Commune. How long do you think it'll be until you can fix him? At the rate things are going now, probably just 3 more days. I didn't exactly like the guy, but he was useful to have around. I think Shion misses him too. He hasn't appeared since Data got destroyed, you know. I'm worried about him. Anyway, I'm gonna head to the cafeteria. Gotta fuel up so I can keep working. See ya! I parted ways with Tsubasa and went back to my room, feeling more uneasy than ever. Sounds like she really is going to fix Side. Now things are looking really bad. If Side comes back and hears Ava's been acting strange, he's sure to look into the cause thoroughly. Then the fact that the brainwashing's come undone is bound to come out. Tsubasa said she'd be done in another 3 days. That makes day 71 my time limit. That doesn't leave me a lot of time, but what should I do? Day 69. Ding dong bing bong. After breakfast, I once more made my way to the courtyard to talk to Ava. We discussed the situation from different angles, and she told me a little more about Futurum and its people. As we talked, I gradually became aware of something. I was enjoying myself. Being here with her, talking about whatever came into our heads, it was a nice way to get away from everything for a while.
You know, the more you tell me, I get the feeling Futurans and Earthlings aren't so different after all.
I know. It's not just how we look, but our culture and history is similar too. Maybe we share a common ancestor, somewhere in the distant past.
Sounds like something out of a sci-fi story. But it wouldn't be all that strange at this point.
Ava suddenly stopped talking and a look of profound sorrow crossed her face.
Is something wrong?
I know that telling you about this won't do me any good, but I was thinking about my daughter.
Daughter? You have kids?
Hello, I. How you doing?
Do I look too young to be a mother? Well, technically, she is adopted. Her name is Commune. She's only a little girl, but she's very smart.
Commune. So she was remembering her family.
Her birth parents tried to oppose Veshness and were executed. She killed them right in front of her. Commune has suffered so much already. I just want her to be happy. Don't look so worried. We may be apart now, but I'm sure God is watching over her.
You know, I've been meaning to ask about that too. The god that you believe in on this planet. What kind of deity are they?
I can tell you some of our legends, for starters. Long ago, God gave Futurum the boxes of blessings and calamity.
Blessings? Calamity.
7 boxes of blessings that could grant any wish, and 6 boxes of calamity that would bring disaster when opened. It's said that God's power is what gave the boxes such frightening potential. After they appeared, that same power brought about a long period of peace. We still believe that those chosen to wield it are closer to God than others. But when this war started, everything changed. Our divine powers are no longer used simply to protect others, but to actively slaughter our enemies as well. My sister, that is, Veshness, was at the forefront of that change in attitude. Commune's birth parents tried to stop her, so she killed them.
I saw fear, sadness, and powerlessness reflected in Ava's eyes. I was still getting used to seeing her express so much emotion.
My poor Commune. Fate hasn't been kind to her. Even now, she can't be truly free. Even if I'm just a replacement for the mother she lost, I still want to give her all of the love I can.
Just a replacement? Somehow I doubted that. When Ava talked about Commune, her whole being radiated love. The kind of love that only a real mother could feel. Seeing her like this seemed to make everything fall into place, and the last of my doubts disappeared.
Listen, Ava. I've made up my mind.
I crouched down in front of the cage so I could look her in the eye face to face.
I'm going to get you out of here.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. So long as you're at this school, you'll never be safe. Sooner or later, you'll be seen as a potential threat and executed, or brainwashed again.
Either way, it amounted to this Ava disappearing forever. I didn't want that, and for some reason, I don't think Shoma would have wanted it either.
You really mean it, don't you? But what about you, Takumi?
Whoops. If he does this, then it's a wrap. No one's gonna trust him anymore. They're gonna think he betrayed them.
If you let me go, won't you be treated as a traitor?
I'll figure something out. Maybe I can make it look like an accident.
I don't understand. Why are you willing to go that far for my sake?
I didn't have an answer for her. Not one I could put into words anyway. But the camaraderie I felt for Ava before, the sympathy I felt for her now, the guilt at being a part of an invading force, they were all driving me in the same direction. Maybe that wasn't much of a reason, or maybe it was all the reason I needed.
I guess it's because this war isn't what I thought it was. Knowing what I do now, I just can't justify it anymore. That's why it's so important to me to do the right thing in other ways, if I can. That's really all there is to it.
And the right thing is saving me.
Saving you and reuniting you with Commune.
Oh.
And I don't want to stop there either. Talking to you has made me realize how alike we all are. You and Commune can find other common ground between our planets. I'm sure of it. I'll try to find something on this side too. Maybe then we can stop the fighting and end this war peacefully. Maybe I'm being hypocritical or naive. Maybe I'll be treated as a traitor. But I don't care about that. I just want to follow my heart and do what I believe is right.
Takumi, thank you.
And just like that, my future had been decided. Now I knew what I had to do. It was best to do it sooner rather than later. I'd get everything ready today and carry out the plan tomorrow. On day 70, I was going to set Ava free. Day 70. This isn't good. Oh, whoops. I got up early before the morning announcement. I went over everything in my mind one last time, then headed to Ava's cage. First, I handed her a small knife to cut her restraints with. Phew, I can finally move my arms and legs again. Those ropes were really tight around my chest, too. Yeah, you mentioned that. All that's left now is to unlock the cage. But knowing Kiriko and the others, they'll probably have some kind of extra security in a place to tip them off if it's open. So when I do open it, get out of here as fast as you can. Are you sure you want to do this? I held her gaze for a few moments and smiled. It's too late for second thoughts now. I've come this far, I'm not backing down. Thank you, Takumi. I'm really, truly grateful. Peaceful negotiation might not be possible while Veshness is still in charge, but I'll do what I can. For you. Whatever happens to me from here on, I'll never forget what you've done for me. Ava. I wanted to say something clever, something meaningful, but I knew I'd never do justice to all the complex, confusing things I was feeling. Instead, I fumbled with the key I'd gotten from the war room and thrust it into the lock. Huh? What's wrong, Takumi? That's weird. It's not opening. The key won't fit. Are you sure it's the right key? Is the right one alright? I just switched it with a dummy. Kiriko! In a flash, 3 more figures appeared and surrounded me. Gaku, Yugamu? Kagemaru? Such a pity. I didn't think you'd really try to release the prisoner. How could you let her get inside your head? You're supposed to be the leader here! I didn't want to believe it either. But now that we've caught you in the act, we can't let this slide. You betrayed us, Takumi. Ain't no way I'm accepting you as a leader anymore. What was going on? How did you guys know? You've got bigger things to worry about. You've really done it now, Sumino. Hide, but why? I thought the repairs weren't done yet. Kawada's just that good. Thanks to her, your beloved commanding officer's back and better than ever. A good thing, too. I was just in time to stop you from making a terrible mistake. No! And it seems like Ava snapped out of her brainwashing all on her own, too. Did absorbing Ginzaki's cryptoglobin give you the strength to do that, I wonder? Absorb? What are you talking about? Stop it, Side. Don't tell her. You mean you don't remember, Ava? You killed Ginzaki and you sucked him dry. Taking his cryptoglobin made your own power of God stronger. Strong enough to break through my brainwashing. This isn't good. When Ava finds out what she did, she'll... I took his power? I consumed the power of God? That can't be. I violated the taboo? No! Ava, calm down! You killed an irreplaceable member of our special defense unit. The least you can do is remember him. That's enough, Side. Restraining Takumi comes first. Restraining me? Sorry, man. We can't risk you running around and try something like this again. Do us a favor and come quietly, okay? I really don't want to fight you. Besides, it's 4 against 1. You don't seriously think you can win with odds like that, do you? The 4 of them began to close in on me. I broke God's law. It can't be. It's a lie. I can't let Ava out while she's like this. Even if she got out, she's in no condition to run or defend herself. Right when I was about to give up hope, boom. There was the sound of an explosion and a blinding light flooded my vision. What's this? A flash grenade? But who could have thrown it? Over here, Takumi. Hurry. You! Still dazzled by the light, I took hold of his hand and let him lead me away. After a terrifying few seconds of running blind, the light started to fade. Etho? Somehow, we'd made it all the way to the schoolyard. What are we doing? What are you doing here? Phew, looks like we lost them. It's a good thing Kurata left a bunch of traps lying around in her room. Etho, why? It wasn't just me Etho had saved. He'd somehow gotten Ava out of her cage and brought her with us. You got lucky, Takumi. When you moved my cage away from Ava's, it caused some kind of fault with the electromagnetic equipment. I could have escaped at any time. I just chose not to. I lost interest after you let me live a second time. I'd planned to stay put and watch the conclusion to your ugly, loathsome lives. But then I happened to hear a rumor that you were going to betray the team, Takumi. I doubt you happened to hear anything from your cage was moved to.
Jazz of Dell Games just redeemed Hydrate.
Thank you for redeeming Hydrate, Jazz. Am I winning? I've got 42 endings so far. Etho is always coming in clutch for us, you're right. Well, I'll leave that part to your imagination. The point is, once I heard about that, I couldn't remain passive anymore. While you were busy in the courtyard just now, I snuck out and got the real key from the war room. And while the others were blinded, I opened up Ava's cage and let her out. Okay, but why? Why would you save the two of us? You're allying yourself with Ava, aren't you? That means you're an enemy of humanity now. And as you know, I hate humanity. What? No, that's not what I was trying to do. Perhaps not, but that's what everyone's going to think. That's why I had to step in and save you. Not that it's going to help your case very much. He's right. It was bad enough that the others found out I was helping Ava. But if they also think I'm working with Atho... Well, good luck from here on. Consider this a parting gift. Atho handed me a knapsack that had been lying on the ground nearby. I packed a set of Ava's battle gear and some light rations. As well as your infuser, Takumi. Now that things have reached this point, neither of you are going to be welcome here. What? But... No, you're right. I left a fire extinguisher near the wall of fire. Use it and get out of here. Takumi, are you sure about this? Ava hadn't quite recovered from the shock of hearing what she'd done yet. But she'd calmed down a little now, and although she wouldn't say it, she seems worried. It's fine, Ava. This just means I get to reunite you with Commune in person. And after that, we can figure out a way to open peace talks. This might actually be better for us. Let's end this war. Together. Takumi. There's never a dull moment with you around, Takumi. Personally, I think any attempts to negotiate with humanity are doomed to failure. But I'll at least hope that you end your life in a way that has meaning for you. What are you going to do, Atho? I'll stay here. It's not like I have anywhere else to go. Besides, it might be fun to see how long this school lasts without you here. Okay, well, thanks again. Don't mention it. Really don't. Your gratitude makes my skin crawl. You better leave before they come after you. Right. Come on, Ava, let's go. Okay. And so, Ava and I ran, leaving Last Defense Academy behind us. I only looked back once, one final look at the school. For a moment, I thought I saw Katawa standing there, seeing us off with a melancholy look on her face. Here he goes. Didn't you want to say anything to him? No, it's fine. If this is what Takumi wants, there's nothing more to say. You worked so hard to save him, though. Are you sure you want to keep it a secret? You even begged me for my help, let me out of my cage, and even went and found the real key. All for him. Is this what they call unselfish love? You'll have to forgive me. I've never really understood that kind of thing. No, that's not it. Honestly, I'm not sure how to feel. We have to fight if we want to survive, but so long as we keep fighting, other people will suffer. In a situation like this, I have no idea what's right or wrong. No one does. I think that's part of why Takumi is leaving. He can't think of the Futurans as just the enemy anymore. If that's how he feels, I won't stand in his way or force him to stay and fight against his will. All I want is for Takumi to press forward and trust in his decision, just like he always has. To think the team leader of the Special Defense Unit would run off with an enemy commander. If Sumino follows Aotsuki's lead and starts fighting on their side instead, it could be a problem. We're better off detonating the bomb on him now so that doesn't... Wait a moment, Sire. You're stopping me, Shizuhara? What gives? From Veshness's point of view, Ava is already a traitor. I can't imagine the invaders welcoming her Takumi with open arms. And when you factor in how inhospitable the rest of this planet is, the two of them probably won't live very long on their own. Give them enough time and they'll be begging to be allowed back into the school. What, you think we can afford to just wait for them to come crawling back? They'll effectively be acting as decoys while they're out there. They might even kill some of our enemies for us. But what if Veshness kills Takumi and takes his cryptoglobin? Beating her is going to be hard enough already. We don't have much chance of winning without Shoma, Ava, and Takumi anyway. I don't think Takumi deserted us without good reason either. He has a plan. I'm certain of it. What kind of plan? I don't know. But I do know he'll do his best for us in his own way. He can't do that if you kill him now. Why not take a chance on him figuring something out? Also, a little reminder. We could have left you the way you were before. We didn't have to fix you. You can consider this your way of returning the favor. Well. I never had you pegged for the sentimental type, Shizuhara. Thought you were all about strategy and logic. Sure, why not? You've won me over with your honeyed words. I guess it's always better to bet on a slim chance with no chance at all. And let's face it, the way things are now, humanity needs every chance it can get. We certainly do. Ooh. Thank you, Hiroko, for not killing him. Day 71. Ava and I wandered through ruin after abandoned ruin. That was all we found, no matter where we went. The merciless heat in the day and cruel cold at night slowly but surely ate away at our energy. Day 72. 73. At some point, we stopped walking and just stood in place like statues. All around us was nothing but ruins and rubble. We didn't have the energy to move another inch forward. I'd been prepared for the fact that I might die back when I defied C-Day to save Ava. Now it looked like our escape had only just bought us a few days' reprieve. Needless to say, dying so far away from the school meant I'd die for good. Takumi, I'm sorry that you have to suffer like this. I'm the one who should be punished. I broke God's law, and now you're paying the price. It's a little late for that now. I told you before, didn't I? I've made my choice, and I'm sticking to it. And you don't regret it? I looked at Ava, her face pale and washed out with exhaustion, and smiled. It hurt from how cracked my lips were, but I did it anyway. I've made a lot of choices since this war began. Choices I can never take back. If I had to be honest, I've got a ton of regrets about all of them. But not this one. For once, I know I made the right decision. We may be from different worlds, and we may have started on different sides. But being here with you, and even like this, it makes me happy. Oh, Takumi, you're such a fool. Such a wonderful fool. Ava and I stood there, buffeted by the merciless wind and dust storms, leaning on each other for support. Each other. That was all we had now. Day 74. Morning found us still standing there, surrounded by the dusty remains of future and civilization. Which day was this again? 74? The rations Ato had given us were getting low. We were going to run out of water soon. This barren wasteland wasn't likely to offer us anywhere to top up our supply either. None of the buildings had anything edible left inside them. We were just lucky we didn't run into any invaders. In a way, being killed by the very planet my people had tried to invade was probably a fitting end for me. Commune, I wanted you to meet her too. Hey, don't be like that. It could still happen. Even as I said it, I knew it was a vain hope. This planet was a big place, and we didn't even know if Ava's daughter was still alive out there somewhere. Even if she was, the two of us no longer had it in us to go and find her. All we could do now was stay put and wait for death to claim us. Day 75. We'd made it to day 75. I thought we had anyway. I might have lost count. My eyes hurt from the blazing sun shining onto my face. I guess that meant I was on the ground now, lying face up. I didn't know how long I'd been like that, but I couldn't see myself getting up again anytime soon.
Ava.
Me.
I croaked out Ava's name and she answered me. That was the only sign I had that we were both still alive. I forced my arm to move and reached out in the direction her voice had come from. Slowly, slowly. My fingers met hers sooner than I was expecting. She'd reached out for me too.
I'm going to try to think about this the same way you do. This isn't punishment for violating a taboo. It's just where my choices have led me.
Ava.
Talking to you. Being saved by you. The time we've spent together. It's... I don't know how to explain it, but somehow, when I'm with you, I feel at peace. If this is how I die, here, with your hand in mine, maybe it won't be so bad.
I had the sense that Ava had closed her eyes. I didn't like where this was going. A chill ran down my spine. I called her name again, but this time there was no reply. Is this really the end? I guess this was always where we were headed, right from the time we left the school. But Ava, I wanted you to live, even if I couldn't. I wanted to feel like I'd protected something, someone important. But it's over now. Everything's fading. It's all going dark. Day 76. 77. 78. Takumi, please wake up, Takumi. At the sound of that voice, I opened my eyes. Where am I? Takumi, you're awake. Oh, thank goodness. I found myself lying on a simple bed with Ava looking down at me with an expression of profound relief. Ava? How are we still alive? I raised my tired head up and looked around. We weren't in the ruins where we'd passed out. This felt like somewhere completely different. Someone arrived to save us, right at the very minute. Saved us? Who would do that? Commune! Ah, you are awake. That is certainly a relief. You might not have made it if it wasn't for you. Thank you so much. Commune. Commune? Do not be so modest, Mother. You've been nursing him around the clock as well. You may have come to first, but I wish you'd been more careful. Ava, did you say Commune? So this girl is... Yes, I am Ava's daughter, Commune. It's nice to meet you, Takumi. Mother has told me a lot about you. We were fortunate to be able to save both of your lives. Welcome to the Rebellion headquarters. Rebellion? It's a long story. You should have some warm soup first. Now that you mention it, that'd be great. I'm starving. While I dug into the first hot food I'd had in days, Commune told me about what was going on. The people of Futrum and Earth had been at war for years, generations even. Futron society had become a military dictatorship, with Veshness ruling by right of her abnormally strong cryptoglobin. The power of God she'd been blessed with made her a hero among heroes, someone who had saved the planet from certain doom countless times, but all that power had gone to her head. She started eliminating anyone who opposed her or dared to disagree with her policies. To Veshness, every living Futuran was a potential weapon to use in the war against us. Those grotesque monsters we called invaders, they'd all just been regular people once. Plenty still opposed what Veshness was doing, but they couldn't do so openly. That was why they formed this underground resistance group, the Rebellion. Ava's daughter Commune had assumed control of the Rebellion. As its only cryptoglobin user, she was the natural choice. Still, it's got to be a tough job for a little girl like her. Alas, the Rebellion lacks the power to engage the Supreme Commander and her forces directly. Any resistance we offer is but a drop in the ocean. Even my divine power is ill-suited for battle. On the bright side, that means Veshness has largely ignored us in favor of more immediate threats. Like me and my friends? Indeed, the hero-class fighters have all been sent to assail your base rather than hunt us down. Then why don't we work together? None of us want this war to continue. If we can stop Last Defense Academy from raising this planet and take down Veshness too, we might just be able to live in peace. It's a pleasant thought, but we have no hope of defeating Veshness. And as for your academy, do you really think you can destroy it? Can you bring yourself to fight your former allies? No, I knew very well I couldn't do that, not so long as I had this bomb inside me. And do not forget, your kind are the hated invaders who have laid waste to our planet. Yeah, of course. Oh, but you're different, Takumi. As the one who saved my mother's life, I have nothing but gratitude for you. Commune looked at me with genuine affection. Ava must have been playing up my good points while I was still unconscious. Still, if Veshness defeats your old team, she will surely come after us next. I hate to say this, but our best chance may be for Veshness and Last Defense Academy to destroy each other. Commune, I'm so sorry you've had to shoulder this burden alone. It took everything I had to keep Veshness away from you for this long. That was more than enough, Mother. I'm just happy I get to see your smiling face again. Oh, Commune. Not to mention, having the two of you here will provide quite the morale boost. You sure you want me to? Of course. The Rebellion is a refuge for anyone on the run from Veshness. Besides, what kind of daughter would I be if I turned away a man my mother favors so highly? Favors? It's not exactly a honeymoon resort, but please do make yourselves at home here. Commune, I think you've misunderstood. Oh, I understand all too well, Mother. Come, let me show you to your tent. Due to supply issues, you will both have to stay in the same tent together, but I'm sure that won't be a problem for you. Shall we? Yeah, I guess we should. Awkwardness aside, that was the sort of mine and Ava's life with the Rebellion. Our final deadline, day 100, was getting closer, but our bodies needed time to heal and recover. Not being used to Futuran people or customs, I felt a little out of place at first. But Ava did her best to help me get used to it in any way she could. With all the time we were spending together, the vague feelings I had for Ava began to develop into something more definite. I couldn't deny them anymore. And so the days passed by, one after another. Day 93. Wow! The wind was gentle that morning, It felt like the kind of day where you can relax and go with the flow. Way out on the horizon, the mountains towered underneath an endless azure blue sky. It was the kind of scenery that I could never have even dreamed of back in the complex. I sat outside our tent for a while, just marveling at the sight of it. Living here was nice. It was quiet. Time passed by without me really noticing. Even with the occasional invader attack, they were never too much for Ava and me to deal with. It wasn't like at Last Defense Academy where it felt like we won every battle by the skin of our teeth. I wonder how everyone is doing back at the school. I bet they're still fighting hard. Oh, Takumi, you're out here, huh? Ava emerged from our tent and sat down next to me. Were you thinking about your friends again? Yeah, and not good thoughts either. What do you mean? Just that it's thanks to them fighting all the tough battles that we can live so comfortably here. Yes, according to Kamiya's scouting parties, several more squads have been sent to attack the school since we escaped. They're probably doing everything they can just to get by. Dying, getting revived, dying again. Despite knowing that, more than feeling sorry for them or guilty for not helping, I just feel happy. I want things to stay the way they are. I like my peaceful life here with you. I don't want it to end. It's not fair that I get to be happy when the others are going through hell. It should bother me more. Takumi, I'm a terrible person. I was their leader, but I ran off and abandoned them. At some point, I started shaking, and not because I was cold. Ava took my trembling hands in hers and drew me into a warm embrace, comforting me like she would a crying child. Of course you don't want to fight anymore. Of course you want to be happy. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to feel bad about it. Besides, I'm pretty terrible myself. I allowed my precious daughter to shoulder a burden she's far too young to bear. Not only that, I also broke one of my people's most sacred laws.
Even if I can't take your sins away, I can at least lament mine with you. We're both guilty of awful things. So why not comfort each other in our guilt?
I didn't know what to say. What could I say? In all likelihood, these 100 days were going to end just like the last, with Shion's undying flame scorching the planet and destroying everything in their path. The only way our peaceful lives could continue was if Last Defense Academy fell. Kamiya's suggestion that we hope Vashnis and the Special Defense Unit wipe each other out had seemed heartless at the time, but deep down I think a part of me felt that way too. Come back inside. It's cold out here. Yeah. I let Ava lead me away back into our tent. In the bottom of my heart, all I wanted was to live with her like this always. But I knew that wouldn't happen. Everything was going to change, and soon. I could feel it inside me with a cold, hard certainty I struggled to ignore. Day 94. While I was wandering around the rebellion camp, Commune called me out to me. Hello, Takumi. You certainly seem like you had a good time last night. Quit joking around. Is my relationship with your mom just one big joke to you? Haha, the two of you are so close these days after all. Perhaps I'm a little jealous. I started 1 minute. You're always so mature and level-headed. You feel more like her sister than her daughter sometimes. In all seriousness, I am happy for her. I've never seen Mother smile the way she does around you before. Her life has been so full of worry and unwanted obligations. She's never really had the chance to. She's had it pretty tough, huh? Yes, she never wanted to fight, but after being chosen by God's power, she had little choice. Not to mention, her own sister is the Supreme Commander. She's been used and exploited at every turn. But now it feels as though she is really living her own life. Thanks to you, Takumi. Hey, come on. If anything's giving her life meaning, it's you, Commune. The hope of finding her way back to Commune was what had made Ava beg us to spare her life, after all. I know my mother loves me very much. I have never doubted that. But it is because we are so close that I can tell you are special to her, Takumi. I'm special? Mother and I are parents and child. We can never be equal partners. That's kind of a lot of pressure, but I'll do my best not to disappoint you. Hee, that's the spirit. Keep it up and one day I may call you father. Commune smiled mischievously. I couldn't tell how serious she was being. But it was clear she meant it when she said she was happy for Ava. She must have been so worried about her all this time. Okay, I'll be right back. 94. Oh, whoops. Okay, we're back. But it was clear she meant it when she said she was happy for Ava. She must have been so worried about her all the time. Could Ava, Commune, and I really be a family someday? It was a nice idea. Just thinking about it made me smile. And how much happier would I be if I could make that dream a reality? Day 95. We had another string of peaceful days without any scuffles against invaders. That in itself wasn't a bad thing, but I had an uneasy feeling about what might be coming next. My misgivings turned out to be right on the mark. One day, Commune visited our tank, looking pale and shaken. I received a troubling report. A hero was sent to attack Last Defense Academy a few days ago. Specifically, Dalsha, the paragon of warfare. Dalsha? What? Who was that? Dalsha is one of the planet's greatest warriors, strong enough to be considered warfare incarnate. He was supreme commander before Vashnes ousted him and locked him away. He must have let him out on condition that he fight for her. He really is getting desperate now. There's still someone that strong out there? We didn't fight this Dalsha guy last time. You'd have thought Vashnes still had a trick like that up her sleeve. He and Vashnes are not exactly on good terms. Given the chance, I would have liked to invite him to join the rebellion. But what about the school? What happened to the special defense unit? They somehow managed to defeat Dalsha, though it cost your friend made of undying flames most of his power. Theon, damn it, why does he have to be so reckless? Though they won, the school sustained massive damage in the process. The undying flames surrounding it have disappeared too. The wall of fire's gone? Does that mean Xian's dead? Or did he just use up too much energy? Either way, there were two things I could be sure of. Firstly, the school had used up its last resort. Xian wouldn't be able to protect them a second time. And second, if there weren't enough undying flames to keep the wall up anymore, there definitely wouldn't be enough to raise the planet on day 100. One of my major concerns had effectively disappeared, but that didn't matter to me. What about the others? Are they okay? Did they survive the battle? Takumi, I cannot tell you that. All my spies could glean was that the building itself had taken heavy damage. I don't like the sound of that. So long as everyone stayed on school grounds, they could be brought back if they died. If the infirmary was taken out of commission, though, all bets would be off. Of course, I had no reason to think that was the part of the school that had been damaged, but... Vashnes is bound to notice the absence of the protective wall. She'll probably mount her final attack on the academy soon. One final bloodbath to destroy the invaders that have caused the planet so much grief. Yes, and she'll want to finish the job herself. That's just the kind of person she is. What are the rebellion going to do? We will watch how it plays out, that is all. As I told you before, we are not warriors. The best we can do is hope that both threats neutralize each other. I didn't have any right to criticize Commune's judgment. Not so long ago, I probably would have said the same thing, if it meant I could keep my peaceful life here. Sorry, you two. I'd like to be alone for a while. I left the tent and went outside to think. Takumi, are you? Day 96. Awake or asleep, I got no rest. A confusing mishmash of emotions was warring inside me. On the one hand, there was my concern for my friends, the feeling that I couldn't sit here and do nothing while they were in trouble, and on the other, the urge to stay out of it, to just hunker down and wait for the end to come. I kept going back and forth, first feeling one way and then the other. On and on it went. Awake or asleep, I got no rest. Day 97. Ever since I heard the news about the school, I've been caught in an endless nightmare. It kept me awake at night and haunted me in my dreams. There was no escape. I knew going back now wouldn't change anything. I knew that. I was a traitor after all. They'd probably detonated the bomb in my body the moment they saw me. And I was happy here. I had a life with Ava that was actually worth living. My choice should have been clear. Really, it was no choice at all. So why did I still feel so conflicted? And what was I going to do? Day 98. Commune came to wake me that morning, looking more small and vulnerable than I'd ever seen her. I just received a report from one of our recon teams. Is it? Yes, Vashnes is leading a massive force of her mutated bioweapons toward the Last Defense Academy. It seems the time has come for them to settle things. Takumi. Ava didn't actually say don't go, but it was written all over her face. Based on our projections, she will probably arrive at the school tomorrow. That's when the final battle will take place. Tomorrow. If I left now, I might still be able to make it in time. But should I? If I was completely honest with myself, I didn't want to lose the happiness I'd found here. But could I really abandon my friends after everything we'd been through together? I had a choice to make, the last one before this war finally ended. How was I going to live from here on? Should I just follow my heart? What did following my heart even mean? It was time to decide once and for all. I picked go save it. Then I'll go back and choose to stay there. I made up my mind. Really, there had never been any choice for this one. I betrayed my friends for Ava, and now I was going to betray her. Teen Commune would probably never forgive me for coming into their lives like this, only to abandon them. But this was how it had to be. When I'd saved Ava, it was because I refused to lie to myself. I was doing the same thing here. Day 99. As dawn was breaking, I got up and left the tent. Okay, I've got my infuser and fire extinguisher. I won't be needing food or water. I've got a pretty decent idea of which direction the school is from here. If I hurry, I should be able to get there before sunset. I thought about leaving a letter or something for Ava, but decided against it. If she was going to hate me for running out on her anyway, there was no point in me muddying the water with half-hearted apologies. Better for her to forget about me and move on. Guess I should get going. But right as I started walking, a voice called out to me. So you really were planning to go back alone? Ava, what? How? I've spent enough time with you to know how you think. You're not the kind of person who can abandon his friends, but you also wouldn't want me to get involved. You might think you're indecisive or half-hearted, but when it really counts, you stick to your convictions.
That's why I love you.
You saw right through me, huh? Are you mad? No, not really. Just surprised. After all this time together, I thought you would understand me a little better. Huh? What do you mean? I mean, I'm going with you. I'll stay by your side, even if it means fighting my sister. What? But you can't. You'd just be throwing your life away. I bit back the words. Saying that would be like admitting I wasn't expected to survive this either. Let's do this, and both come back together. Our chances of success are higher with two fighters than just one. That should be obvious. But what about Commune? And besides, you've got no reason to fight for humanity. They brainwashed you into killing your own people. You don't owe them anything. Not them, but you've protected me, and you've shown me love. I'm not doing this out of guilt or pity, or because I don't know what else to do. It's the same for you, isn't it? Or were you only with me because you feel sorry for me? No, of course not.
I don't want to stifle my feelings anymore, Takumi. My heart is telling me to go with you for once in my life. I want to follow my heart.
Ava! I felt like such an idiot. I really had misunderstood Ava. She had her own feelings and free will trampled over. First by Veshness and then by us humans. When I let her escape, it was because I wanted her to be free. Free to make her own decisions and live her own life. So why did I ever imagine that she'd choose me? Alright, let's go. You and me together until the very end.
I've waited so long to hear you say that. Ever since you let me out of my cage. This is all I've wanted. To be with you. Always.
Sounds like the matter is settled. Commune? I talked to her about it already. She's going to respect my decision. Are you sure you want to let your mom come with me? Aren't you hoping for the two sides to wipe each other out? Not anymore. Whoever wins in the end, the rebellion will find a way to defeat them. Take good care of my mother, Takumi. Alright, if that's what you want. I'm sorry, Commune. We finally found each other and now I'm leaving again. You must think I'm very selfish. Girls have a right to be selfish sometimes too, Mother. If you're happy, I'm happy. You have your own life to live. There's nothing wrong with trying to make it the best life you can.
Thank you, Commune. I'll always love you. My darling daughter.
I will be praying for your victory. Both of you.
And so I left the camp and made my way back to the school. Not alone like I originally planned, but with Ava by my side. One way or another, this battle would end the war. There was no question of that. Eventually we reached the spot where the wall of fire used to be. And there it was, Last Defense Academy. She's too strong. It looks like this is as far as we go. No, we can't give up. If we lose, then... This is the end. All that's left is for me to consume your power. Ava rushed in and blocked Veshna's attack at the last minute.
Everybody, stand back.
Guys, are you okay?
Takumi? We came back. It took you long enough. Oh, so you two showed up after all. And just in time, too. This whole thing was starting to feel anticlimactic. Hardly worthy of my moment of triumph. What did you do to the others? Say for yourself. They're right over there. What's left of them, anyway? What? Over there, Takumi. Ava pointed to a spot a few feet away. There in the far corner of the schoolyard were several mummified corpses. I knew this was a possibility all along. I thought I'd be prepared myself for it, but actually seeing them like this was still a shock. It still hurts. I think there are some more of them under the rebels somewhere. I'll devour them too in due time. Every bit of power brings me closer to being the new god. Damn you, Veshnas. I launched myself at the Supreme Commander, putting all my strength into my next attack, but... She shrugged it off like it was nothing. It didn't even scratch her. I felt the rage and despair in that attack. But a blade weighed down with so much emotion will never reach me. Veshnas delivered an attack of her own, her sword cutting through me like a hot knife through butter. I don't believe it. How can she be so strong? Is this because she absorbed everyone's cryptoglobin? Was that the best you could do? How disappointing. I won't even have to transform. I suppose this is the price I pay for being so powerful. I may as well consume you now.
Veshnas.
Once again, Ava stepped in to block Veshnas' attack in the nick of time. Ava, my poor, foolish sister. You dare to speak my name with that filthy, traitorous mouth of yours? I won't go easy on you just because we're related. You'll suffer as painful a death as the rest of these fools. Ava, don't. You have to run. No, I won't run. Not this time. I'll face my sister. For you, I'll face any foe, Takumi. You've never stood up to me before, but now you'll fight me for the sake of some alien male. Just how far do you need to disgrace yourself until you're satisfied, sister? First a prisoner, then a slave, now a consort? Where will it all end?
You don't get to talk to me like that. You'll never understand how I feel. You have no idea how much Takumi has done for me. He's given me a whole new life. I'll gladly use it to protect him. Even if it means fighting you.
Ava let loose a mighty attack. Veshnas deflected it, but not as easily as she had mine. The Supreme Commander looked shaken. Ava had managed to surprise her. When did you get so strong? Fine, I will give you a taste of my true power. Transform, sister. Fight me with everything you've got. I'm sorry, Takumi. Huh? I wanted to fight this battle as the Ava you knew. I didn't want you to see me in that form again. But if we want to win this, I'm going to have to use it one last time.
Blood of my bond. Release.
From there, all the rest of us could do was stand and watch. Before our eyes, the two giant monsters clashed again and again, trading blow after vicious blow. Perhaps the strangest thing of all was that they were evenly matched. Ava was actually holding her own against the Supreme Commander.
I must admit, I'm impressed. Where did you get all this power?
It was always there. I just found a way to draw it out. Until now, I never understood what my divine power was for. Why it chose me. But there's not a single doubt to protect Takumi and Commune. I will defeat you!
Even for all your nonsense, you are my sister. However, there's a difference between those who have devoured God's power and those who have not, that you could never hope to bridge. You're still abiding by our people's ridiculous teachings, but I'm different.
Ava roared like a feral animal and became a whirlwind of bloody steel. It was just like the time she went berserk after absorbing Choma's cryptoglobin.
Not yet! I haven't lost yet!
What is this, Ava? You absorbed another warrior's power. You broke the taboo. Bravo, sister. I never knew you had it in you. I thought you were just another cretin clinging to the teachings for comfort. For now, you're like me. We are family.
I won't lose.
I can't lose.
It was a gruesome battle, the two commanders tearing into each other with so much desperation and malice that it made my stomach churn. Tears were streaming down my face. I wanted to look away, but I couldn't. Ava, sweet, gentle Ava, was fighting like a relentless killing machine. And not out of duty to her planet either. She was fighting solely to protect the ones she loves now. When I thought about it like that, her monstrous form started to look incredibly beautiful to me.
Ava! Don't let her beat you. You have to win this, Ava. I'm here for you.
All I could do was try to hold my broken body together and shout encouragement. But Ava heard me. The ends of her blood-stained mouth lifted up into a smile.
Thank you, Takumi. Just watch. I will protect you.
Vashnis and Ava continued to fight each other for a while after that. I kept cheering Ava on until my throat was hoarse and cracked. The battle lasted several more hours. Finally, the two sisters were no longer able to maintain their transformations and reverted to their true forms. To think someone like you could push me this far. I underestimated you, sister. You've shown real ambition and gained great power. But I think you know your ambition can't match mine. I've sworn to become a god and rule over this planet forevermore. Ambition? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not like you. The two of them were exhausted, but no one dared to step between them. Their movements were sluggish, but as they raised their weapons once more, they were still every bit as intimidating.
Now, we end this.
Yes. Once and for all.
Ava and Vashnis lunged toward each other in one final clash. There was a flash of steel as blades met flesh. The two of them collapsed to the ground at the same time. Ava's blade had pierced Vashnis' heart. The light faded from the Supreme Commander's eyes, and then her body went still. As for Ava, she didn't look much better. She'd used up every last ounce of her strength.
Ava!
Takumi, did you see?
Yeah, I saw the whole thing. You were great, Ava.
I won. I actually beat my sister. Perhaps this is wishful thinking, but do you think he lent me his power? I broke God's law when I killed Shoma, but he still helped me protect you.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he would have wanted. But don't talk. You need to rest.
I had her hand in mine, but it felt cold. Her pulse was weak. It was like she was fading away right in front of me. I could feel other people standing around me. Probably Hiroko, Eito, and Nozomi.
You saved us. Our team didn't get wiped out. And Commune. She'll be safe now, too.
I'm glad. It means you won't have to be alone. And maybe now, there can be peace. Just like you always wanted.
I wanted to scream. I didn't care about any of that. Humans, Futurans, peace. None of that mattered anymore. I just wanted Ava to stay with me. That was all I needed. She was all I needed.
Don't be sad, Takumi. You saved me too. You gave me a whole new life. One that I chose for myself. I got to choose how I lived. And how I died. That's enough for me, Takumi.
Her voice was too weak to hear, but she mouthed the words, "Thank you, I love you." And then Ava, the person I loved more than anyone in the world, closed her eyes, never to open them again.
No. You can't.
Now it was up to me and my surviving companions to protect the planet. Vashnis' demise heralded a new chapter in Futurum's history, and in humanity's too. The two sides would open negotiations and forge a path to true peace together, but Ava wouldn't be here to see it happen. The time she and I spent together had been happy, but all too brief. That's why I would never forget Ava or what we had meant to each other. I would carry her with me forever. Ava route. Thank you. This was the Ava route. Okay, now let's go back and make the other decision. My heart was in anguish. It assaulted me with all the guilt it could muster, begged me not to abandon the ones I'd sworn to protect. My friends, my family, my entire species. But I ignored its entreaties. I had something else I wanted to protect now. Takumi? Ava, that's who I want to protect. So long as I have her by my side, nothing else matters. That's how I feel in my heart of hearts. I won't go back to the academy. I'll stay here and continue to build a life with Ava. Even if I lose everything else, this is what my heart wants. It's okay. I've made my choice. I don't know how many days, months, or years have passed since then. Oh, she's pregnant. But Ava and I have been wandering the wasteland for a long time now. On that fateful day, Last Defense Academy fell and was destroyed. The forces of Earth were foiled, and Veshness's rule became stronger than ever. Futuron wasn't raised by undying flames, but now we had a dictator to deal with as powerful as she was ambitious. She hunted down the rebellion with extreme prejudice. We lost touch with Commune, and don't even know if she's still alive. Ava and I have managed to avoid Veshness so far, but it may only be a matter of time.
Takumi, I felt it kick just now.
You did? Wow. It's so full of energy.
Yeah. It's a real little rascal. I can't wait to meet it.
Same here. We could use an excuse to celebrate.
We lost a lot, almost everything in fact, except for each other. But I still have Ava and she still has me. So I don't regret making this choice, even with the world in the state that it's in. It's what's allowed me to share my life with the woman I love.
I bet the baby's going to look like you.
No way. Definitely going to take after its mother.
We began walking again, hand in hand, feeling each other's warmth and knowing that we weren't alone. Perhaps this was our punishment for everything we'd done, but it wasn't all bad. We had the world to ourselves now, and for the rest of our lives we'd always have each other. Ava Roots, The Wanderers. Ava, complete all Ava routes. We did it! We completed all the Ava routes. Okay, let's go all the way back. We need to go make a different choice now. Oh, wait. Too late, though. This is yes? Ooh. Eito has to die. He's not normal. I'll never be able to trust anything he says. The things he's told us have been nothing but lies. Just like last time, everything he said and did was to sabotage us. He's the worst kind of traitor there is. I can't let him live. Huh? Why are you laughing?
That look in your eyes, Takumi. Such pure, undisguised hatred. What did I do to deserve such animosity? If you've become this warped by hatred, you really must be getting used to this horrible war.
You're the only one who's warped by hatred. You hate us. You hate humanity. You want to wipe us all out. We've suffered so much pain and hardship because of you. I can't even think of you as human anymore. You're more like an enemy to all mankind.
In that case, shouldn't you have killed me when you had the chance? You did have the chance, remember? But you decided to show mercy instead. Or perhaps it's more like you didn't want my death on your hands. Were you too scared to kill me, Takumi? But I can see your conscience isn't going to get in the way this time. This war has made you more of a monster than ever before. Okay, enough chatter. It's time to end this. Don't let him deceive or unsettle you anymore, Sumino. Just deal with him. He's right, Takumi. Better follow your owner's orders like a good dog. As for the rest of you, give up on the truth and let humanity keep using you. If you step out of line, Seide will just tinker with your brain and turn you into perfect puppets anyway.
Shut up, shut up! I feel like I'm going crazy just from listening to you.
It's like I said, don't pay any attention to his ravings. It'll only cause you undue stress. Aotsuki is defective. If you're not careful, he could spread that fault to the rest of you. You need to get rid of him right now. Do it, Takumi. If we lock him up, he'll won't get out and cause trouble again. If you don't want it, I can take him out for you.
Oh?
I'm in favor of executing him too. This is the only way.
Takumi?
Pretending to be conflicted, or are you still curious about the truth? You might as well forget about it. If you're scared of what I might do, there's no way you could handle... Oh, look at that! New artwork alert.
I lunged forward, bringing my sword down on Aetho. This was the right choice, the only choice. He had to die, just like last time. But right after I struck that final blow, dunk. Aetho's hemoanima, his cryptoglobin started flowing into me all on its own.
I'm absorbing it? No, stop! Stop, I don't want...
My vision went dark. Blood was everywhere, and deep in my chest I could feel a new violent pulsing. After a few minutes, it finally started to calm down. Takumi, are you okay? Yeah, just a little surprised. Wasn't expecting the cryptoglobin to do that.
You really sucked him dry. He's just a blackened mummy now. Gross. But at least we know there's no coming back from that.
It's finally over.
Takumi, are you sure you're alright? Don't let this get to you, Sumino. You did what had to be done. And although, personally, I wouldn't have minded if you were a little quicker about it.
Oh?
It seems like you were trying to hurry the process along back there. Huh? What are you implying, Shizuhara? He started to panic when Aetho mentioned Earth being gone, or tinkering with our brains. Was he really just trying to rattle us, or do you know something about all that? There's nothing to know. It was all just a bunch of nonsense he made up to confuse you. Nothing more, nothing less. I won't explain it, because there's nothing to explain.
So why did the commanders call us invaders? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
I think we deserve a proper answer, Shide. Traitor or not, we did just kill one of our friends for you. Keeping us in the dark could have a serious effect on our morale, you know. Okay, fine. I'll give you a proper explanation for everything, Aotsuki's ravings included. But not right now. You're still tired out from battle. Especially Sumino.
Okay, bye, Patrick. Alright, I guess we'll put this on the back burner and call it a day.
No use stressing about it now. Go get some rest, all of you.
Feeling exhausted in more ways than one, we returned to the school and went to our rooms for the night. Ever since I killed Aetho and took his cryptoglobin, my head had felt fuzzy. I killed him. I'd killed Aetho just like I did at the end of my first 100 days here. I could have taken him prisoner again. That was always an option, but instead, I'd killed him. No, it was just like Takemaru said. He'd only have found a way to escape. And who knows what kind of trouble, what kind of suffering he might have caused then. I had to kill him to prevent that. It was the only way. Aetho was human, though. What I'd done hadn't been like killing the regular invaders or even the commanders. It was murder, plain and simple. But it had to be done. I had to protect the people who were dear to me. Was that all there was to it, though? I mean, I did hate Aetho. I wasn't denying that. He sabotaged everything in my first timeline and was trying to do the same here. That's the whole reason I traveled back in time in the first place, to stop that from happening. I tried to be merciful. I tried to do the humane thing, but he just turned on us again. How could he do that? The invaders and commanders were our enemy, but Aetho was human like us. That made his betrayal all the worse. I'd hated him. I'd wanted to kill him. Thunk. Nasty, bile-stained, rotted, gutted, horrible, disgusting, revolting, stomach-turning, nauseating, vile. Hideous, repulsive, grotesque, unsightly, repugnant, abominable, ugly, ugly, ugly. I let out a strangled cry. My whole body was drenched in a cold sweat. What was that just now? I felt terrible, like I was about to throw up. Was it because I'd absorbed Aetho's hemoanima without meaning to? Or was it because I'd killed a person? It's too late for regrets now. I did what had to be done. I got into bed, tried to force myself not to think, and slowly but surely went to sleep. Day 58. Ding dong bing bong. Ugh. I didn't feel any better that morning. If anything, I felt worse. I was dizzy and nauseous, and I didn't like it one bit. Damn it! I got to my feet and stumbled into the bathroom. I washed my face and brushed my teeth for all the good it did me. I guess I'm not over yesterday's battle yet. I'll grab a quick bite to eat, then go back to bed. I should head over to the cafeteria. Is he gonna start seeing everyone as, disgusting creatures, monsters? No one else is around. I'm the first one here today. They must still be tired. I'll probably sleep the day away too once I've had something to eat. Just then I heard footsteps out in the hall. Guess I'll have someone to talk to after all. Good morning, Takumi. You're early today. Huh? What's the matter, Takumi? What? What the hell are you doing here? Having breakfast. Why else would I be here? But you're dead. Dead? Me? What are you talking about? I heard more footsteps outside the door. The others were coming. I raised my voice and let out a cry for help. Everyone, come quick! It's an emergency! What's the matter? What happened? You sure are noisy today. This had better be good. Huh? Are you okay, Takumi? You're looking really pale. No! Ah! Takumi, what's wrong? Please try to calm down. Are you still in shock from yesterday? Killing someone you used to think of as a friend must have been hard. Maybe you should go lie down in your room. Here, let me help you. Get away! Get back, all of you! Don't touch me! Takumi! Hey, Takumi! I ran as fast as I could. He's saying them all as Eito instead? That's so bizarre. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew I had to get away. I didn't stop for breath until I was back in my room with the door firmly shut behind me. What the hell was that just now? I wasn't dreaming. It wasn't a trick of the light, so what was going on? Eito was dead. I killed him myself. The feeling of his cryptoglobin flowing into me was still fresh in my mind. His body was nothing but a dried up husk now. So why had I seen him in the cafeteria? And not just one of him, but several. Was this some kind of psychological attack? But we already beat the commander who caused hallucinations. It doesn't make sense. Why is this happening? Am I just going crazy? No, I'm probably just tired. I'll be fine after I get some sleep. Still feeling confused and disoriented, I got into bed. A quick nap would fix me right up, or so I hoped.
Hello, Takumi. Good to see you again.
Eito? You're here? But how? You're dead!
Don't get so flustered. You're making that hideous face of yours look even worse.
Is this a dream? Am I even seeing you in my sleep now?
A dream? What a very Takumi thing for you to say. If you think this is just a dream, all you have to do is wake up. Here, let me help you with that.
With that, Eito snapped his fingers. I sat bolt upright in bed and looked around frantically. There's no one here. So it was a dream. Well, more like a nightmare, really. I really need to get some rest. I lay back down and closed my eyes. Within a minute or two, I was asleep again.
Welcome back, Takumi.
Not again? Why are you still here?
Because this is no ordinary dream. I'm not some hallucination your cerebral cortex is conjuring up. This is the real me speaking to you. I exist here in the depths of your psyche. I'm in your head, Takumi.
In my head?
Is it such a shock? You killed me and absorbed my hemoanima. When you did that, my consciousness was also transferred into you.
That's not possible.
Normally, you'd be right. But this is hemoanima we're talking about. Making the impossible possible is a surprisingly simple matter. It really is a mysterious power, isn't it?
But it doesn't make sense. Nothing like this happened when we absorbed the enemy commander's hemoanima, so why?
I don't quite understand it myself, but if I were to make a highly educated guess, you took my power the first time you experienced these 100 days, right? And now you've done it here in this timeline as well. The time travel notwithstanding, you've absorbed my hemoanima twice. So there's twice as much of me inside you as there was before, enough for my consciousness to survive the process.
Anything goes when it comes to hemoanima. I knew that all too well by now. But I still couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. In spite of everything I'd done, Aether was still alive inside of me.
Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm just as disgusted by this as you are.
So I couldn't kill you after all.
That all depends on your point of view. I'm just a spirit without a body now. I'm closer to you than ever, but I can't do a thing to hurt you.
Monokuma Max 13 just redeemed Clown Nose.
Thanks for redeeming Clown Nose. I do feel like a bozo right now.
It's so frustrating having your hideous face right in front of me the whole time. It's like having an itch you can't quite scratch.
If you don't like it, why won't you just disappear?
If only it were that simple. And what makes you think I'm the one who should disappear?
In the cafeteria just now, I saw a bunch of copies of you. Did you do that? Have you been messing with my brain somehow?
I'm glad you enjoyed that. It's actually more complicated than that, though.
Killing Aito never goes well. It's true. It never goes well. You kill Aito in the beginning. Killing game happens. Mystery route happens. You kill Aito later on. Suddenly he's in your brain. And you can't get him out.
It's actually more complicated than that, though. Let me put it in a way even your feeble mind can understand. You appear to have developed a cognitive disorder, Takumi.
Cognitive disorder?
That wasn't me you saw in the cafeteria. It was the other members of the Special Defense Unit. Your precious friends and allies. But now they all look like me to you. Even their voices and speech patterns are just like mine. When you absorb my consciousness, it seems my defect was transferred to you as well. Ha ha ha! Who'd have thought you'd try to kill me only to become just like me? It's like a classic comedy, or more like a tragedy for you. Not that I care.
Never mind all that. How do I cure it?
I wish I knew. When I was alive, even Side couldn't do anything to make me any less effective.
So I'm stuck with it? Everyone is going to look the same to me from now on? They're all going to look and sound like Aito? No way. I'll go crazy if I have to live like that.
In that case, I have a suggestion. A little escape clause, if you will.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I have an awful lot of time on my hands floating around here inside your head. So I thought about a little challenge for you.
A challenge?
You saw it for me in the cafeteria just now, right? That's not all there is. Let's do a quick head count, shall we? Takemaru, Hiriko, Tabasa, Gaku, Ima, Kako, Shoma, Nozomi, Yugamu, and Moko. Now counting you or me, that makes 10 in all.
Yeah, Aito said all that. Exactly that.
There are currently 10 Aito Outskis here at Last Defense Academy. Isn't that a lovely thought?
Get to the point!
Oh, you're so intense. Alright, have it your way. You see, I lied just now. There's actually an 11th Aito somewhere in the school as well. That one is nothing but an illusion. It's something I created with the part of my hemo anima I still have control over.
An illusion? Why would you make something like that?
That's just how much I hate you. You spared my life once, only to go back on that decision and kill me anyway. Consider this challenge my way of paying you back for that.
Stop wasting time, just tell me what the challenge is.
It's simple. Find the fake. Figure out which of the 11 Aithos is an illusion, and kill him.
The 11th student hitting somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate rage baiter. Watch out for them. Really?
If you can do that, the remnants of my consciousness will be erased and I'll disappear. That will also return your cognition to the way it was. What do you think? Easy, right? It's almost too good to be true?
You don't think I believe that, do you? After everything you've lied about before?
It wouldn't be a fair challenge if I lied. I want to see you suffer and struggle within the rules I've created. Trust me. Besides, I'm pretty sure this is the only way for you to get rid of your disorder.
This is just a trick to get me to attack the others, isn't it? You're not fooling me this time. If there's even a chance of me hurting my friends, I'm out. I'll find a way to live with everyone looking like you.
I offer you an olive branch and you throw it back in my face. You really are a loathsome little creature, Takumi.
Talk all you want. You're not going to change my mind.
You're so stubborn. Alright, let's see how you deal with this.
Aito snapped his fingers again. The moment he did... Just like that, I was awake again. What's he going to do this time? I looked around the room uneasily. And then before I knew what was happening, somebody flicked me in the forehead. How? Except it wasn't just any old somebody that did it. It was me. My hand had moved on its own and attacked me. What the? Oh no. No, it can't be. And just as suddenly as I'd woken up, I was falling asleep again.
Welcome back. You see how things stand now?
What was that? What did you do to me? Were you... Controlling my body?
We share a consciousness now, Takumi. It only follows that we'd share a body too. I'm still getting used to it. So that little flick is about all I can manage right now. Give me a couple of days and I'll be able to take total control of your body.
Oh, total control? Then I can probably just make you kill those horrible friends of yours outright. Maybe I should try it. Who do you want to be our first victim? Why am I even asking? It has to be Nozomi. She's special to you, isn't she? Speaking as your closest enemy, I can tell. I can't wait to see the look on her face when you betray her trust and choke the life out of her. Stop it! There's only one way to stop me, Takumi. That's to erase my consciousness from inside you. Why would he even go to all this trouble? Why indeed. Maybe you'll understand when all this is over. Okay, fine. I'll do it. I'll accept your challenge or whatever. I didn't have to offer you this chance, you know. I'm doing you a favor here. Can't you act a little more grateful? Maybe say, please allow me to take your challenge instead. Please allow me to take your challenge. Wow, you actually said it. I was only kidding. You're so easily to fool, Takumi. It's no wonder I got the best of you in your last timeline. Alright, you have your task. Find the one fake among the 11 and you'll finally kill me for good. Just tell me one thing. Is there a way to tell them apart? Those 4 I saw in the cafeteria earlier all looked exactly like you. I think you're misunderstanding something, Takumi. I gave you this challenge, but I have no intention of helping you succeed. I'm certainly not about to give you any hints. One more thing. The illusion will disappear at night. Everyone's in their rooms at that time anyway. It would be too easy if you could just find the me that's still up and peg them as the fake. As for your time limit, at this rate I'll probably take over your body on day 63. So you have until day 62 to come up with your answer. If we include today, that's just 4 days. Better than being killed without giving you any chance at all, like you did to me. What do you say we get started? Work hard, Takumi. Terrible things will happen if you fail. Killing your friends will only be the start. I'll probably go to the artificial satellite afterward and see what kind of carnage I can unleash there. Well then, I'll sit back and watch for a while. If you need me, you know where to find me. With that, Eito snapped his fingers. And I was awake again, back to reality. Damn it! I still didn't want to believe it, but there was no denying it now. Eito had been telling the truth. He'd shown me he was capable of moving my fingers, and it only get more control from here on out. If he took over during a battle with one of my friends close by me? I've got no choice but to find the fake Eito, but how do I do that? I had to think this through. I've still got 4 days. I won't let him get away with this. First of all, I'll go talk to everyone and see if I can spot anything that seems off about them. I dashed out of my room and began looking for the different Eitos around the school. Oh, Takumi, are you okay? Did you need something? No matter how I look at it, this is Eito. Obviously, I can't tell them apart on appearance alone. No, I just wanted to ask. How have you been feeling alright? Have you been feeling alright lately? Sure, I'm the same as ever. What about you? Are you feeling better now? Am I better now? Does this Eito know what happened in the cafeteria this morning? Was he one of the 4 I saw there, or has everyone else heard about it already? Even if he was there at the time, that doesn't prove he's not the fake. If I can't tell them apart by sight, I'll have to figure this out based on what they all say. Yeah, I'm fine now. So what are you up to today? Today? Well, let's see. I thought I'd let you kill me. You regret killing me as quickly as you did, don't you? I'll bet you wanted to draw it out a little longer. A slapdash murder like that wasn't enough to satisfy your hatred, was it? You wanted to see me writhe in pain, crying and pleading for forgiveness. You wanted to torture me relentlessly again and again and again until I begged for death. That's how you really wanted to kill me, isn't it? Now that I'm no longer registered in the Revival-matic, you'd have to get really creative to keep me right on the border of life and death. That's probably too much for a feeble brain like yours to handle. Would you like me to give you some ideas? It's the least I can do for my worst enemy. Sorry to disturb you. Oh, you're going already? Alright, see you around. So it's not just sight and sound and smell. This disorder is even affecting how my brain processes what people say. Eito's probably sitting there in my head right now, twisting every word I hear. I had no idea he had that much control. If he could do that, there's not a lot of point in talking to anyone. No, there has to be a way. Something I've missed, something he's missed. I'll go find someone else and see if I can figure it out. I found another Eito in the rec room and tried talking to him. Hey, have you got a minute? Hello, Takumi. You're looking particularly hideous today. Did you need something? I wanted to ask, how do you feel about me killing Eito? How do I feel? I know I'm the one who made the decision, but do you think I was wrong? Or, like, there was another way we could have dealt with him? If you do, then tell me. I honestly want to know. You promise you won't get mad?
I promise. Tell me the truth. I can take it.
Well, I do feel like there might have been another way. Killing him just felt like a step too far.
Right. I thought you might say that.
Ethan may have been a traitor, but he was still a member of our team. I know he might have escaped again, but could we have just kept an extra close eye on him this time, couldn't we?
I guess.
If we'd done that, you wouldn't have had to do what you did. And I wouldn't be in a position to kill everyone now. And I do mean everyone. Every last member of this rotten special defense unit. It's such a pity. If you hadn't killed me, this would never have happened.
Okay, thanks. I'll see you later. I thought maybe asking about Etho himself would give me some kind of clue. It felt like I was making progress at first, but I guess not. At least I know this approach won't get me anywhere. I've got to keep trying until I find something that works. I'll go try something different with someone else. I found yet another Etho in the infirmary. Hey, what are you doing in here?
Nothing in particular. I just felt like being alone for a while. It's nice and quiet and no one ever comes here, so I don't have to look at their abhorrent faces.
Well, sorry to disturb you. Do you have time to talk?
Sure. Why though? What's up?
This is a weird question, and I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but what do you think of me?
Huh? What do you mean, Takumi?
I know it's awkward for me asking you outright like this, but I really want to know.
That's fine. I don't mind. But why are you asking now?
I've just been feeling a little less confident in my decisions than usual lately. I want to step back and reevaluate myself. And I figure the best way to doing that would be to get an outside perspective.
I see. I guess even people who seem to have it together have blind spots when it comes to themselves, huh?
Yeah, so what do you think?
Let me see. For starters, you are unquestionably our leader. Thanks to your experience from our last timeline, you're guiding us toward victory and keeping us safe. If it wasn't for you, we'd probably have been wiped out a long time ago.
Thank you.
Honestly, I had trouble believing you'd really come from the future. When I first met you, you seemed like just a regular guy. Then all of a sudden, you started talking about time travel. It was like you were a different person.
I guess that makes sense.
You really proved yourself, though. You have a kind of strength no one else has. The strength to never give up. You keep moving forward no matter what sacrifices you have to make. Really, it's thanks to that strength that Dadami Kyoshika and Kunada had to die. Thanks to your reckless choices, they all died meaningless deaths. As our leader, you can play fast and lose with our lives and never look back. You got the sweet end of the deal, but because you're team leader, nobody wants you to die. That means you never get exposed to any real danger. Things are nothing like the future you know anymore, but you still run around calling all the shots. You even get to choose who lives and who dies. You're the very embodiment of how heartless and cruel humanity is. Tell me, Takumi, have you decided who's going to die next?
Thanks, that's all I needed to know.
Trying to run away from the truth? After you got so mad at me for running after I escaped my cage. The team leader gets away with anything, huh? But you can't run from me. After all, I'm already inside you.
I left the infirmary with an exasperated sigh and headed back to my room. I'm not making any progress. I can't give up, though. If I don't get rid of him, Etho will take over my whole body. I never expected killing him would make things even worse. Damn it, just how much trouble do you have to cause until he's satisfied? Would it have been better if I'd let him live, or should I have killed him right at the start? I can't just get distracted with regrets. There's still stuff I can do, people I haven't spoken to yet. I spent the rest of the day talking to everyone I could find. Each time I wondered who the Etho standing in front of me really was, but no matter what attack I tried, I couldn't figure it out. And of course, they were all moving around throughout the day, making it even harder to tell them apart. Everywhere I looked, it was nothing but Etho Aotsuki. I couldn't even tell if there were 11 of them or not. This challenge was going to be a lot more difficult than I thought. Even worse, every Etho I spoke to would hurl insults and painful home truths at me. He was trying to provoke me. He wanted me to lash out. I wasn't going to give him that satisfaction. I knew these were really my friends. The way they looked and sounded was just Etho messing with my head. I wouldn't do anything to hurt them. But if he took control, it wouldn't matter what I wanted anymore. I had to find the 11th Etho as soon as I could. Day 59. Early that morning, I had a dream. No, not a dream. More like a conversation inside my subconscious.
You're doing great, Takumi. I had so much fun watching you struggle yesterday. I don't know what it was like in your last timeline, but I haven't talked to the others all that much this time around. I never had the chance, being shut up in my cage the whole time. I'm glad I'm getting to know them through you.
Only sexy Ethos on couches? Funny.
So from everyone else's point of view, They're just having a normal conversation with me?
Please, let's not talk shop. Consider this space neutral territory. While you're here, try to forget about the challenge and relax.
That's rich coming from you.
If you prefer, you can stay here forever. Just give your body and mind over to me entirely. Then I can get started on killing your abhorrent friends right away.
Etho, I get why you hate me. I'm the one who killed you after all. But do the others deserve the same treatment? Some of them even tried to save you. Why do you hate them as well? Despite what you may think, we're not your enemies. We're all part of the Special Defense Unit. We're allies. If you hadn't betrayed us, everyone would have gone on believing that.
What's your point? Would you like to convince someone with a severe phobia of cockroaches that they're actually very clean, intelligent creatures?
But we're not cockroaches!
No, you're even worse. To me, anyway. Your appearance, your voices, your smell, and of course your ideologies. They're all utterly repulsive. You're all monsters. Abominations that shouldn't be allowed to exist. There's nothing wrong with my eyes. I'm just seeing your true nature. Your cruel, selfish nature, caring for nothing but your own survival.
Ooh! Hi, Relics! Thank you for the lurk!
You trample over the peace of others even as you hide behind grandiose causes of ridiculous platitudes.
The peace of others? Are you talking about the invaders?
Curious now, are we? And yet none of you have even tried to uncover the truth. Admitting your mistakes can be scary after all. You claim to have killed me out of some misguided sense of duty, but actually you were afraid of what I might tell you, weren't you? You killed me to keep me quiet, and denied your precious comrades any chance to learn the truth while you were at it. Or did you really just hate me that much?
I'd almost forgotten what a waste of time talking to you is. Could you shut up now?
Alright, we'll call this conversation to a close. We could be chatting all day otherwise. Get going, Takumi. You know, I love to see you struggle against the inevitable. Even if I am just a spirit now, I still expect you to keep me entertained.
3 more days. If I couldn't get rid of him by then, Aether would take full control of my body. I won't let that happen. I won't let him get away with this. I'll find him and I'll kill him for good this time. I can't tell the fake by his appearance or by what he says. So, what if I attack someone just to test it? What am I saying? I can't do that. They're my friends. Except, well, maybe getting physical is the way to go. I might be able to feel some kind of difference. A physical way of telling people apart. A plan was starting to form in my mind, but I still needed to test it. I headed off to go find one of the Aethos. Hey, have you got a minute?
Oh, hello, Takumi. What's up?
I wanted to ask you a favor. I took a pen and pad of sticky notes out of my pocket. I wrote the number 1 on one and peeled it off. This will sound weird, but can you hold on to this for me?
Huh? What is this?
I'll explain later. Just stick it on your chest for now, okay? Please, it's really important.
I don't know what's going on here, but I can tell you're serious about this. Alright, if that's what you want, I'll stick it on.
That's great, thank you. I went and found another Aetho, handing him a note with the number 2 on it. I need a favor. Stick this on you.
What's this all about? Are you playing some kind of game?
No, I'm serious. I can't explain right now, but it's important. Just put it on, stick it to your chest or something, and don't take it off until I tell you to.
Okay, if it's really that important.
Thanks.
What's up? What are you doing?
This is either Yugamu, Hiroko, or the fake Aetho, because it's only two of them ever hang out in the bio lab. Just give me a minute. I need to write this number. I'm dizzy? Did I stand up too fast?
Takumi, is something wrong?
Huh? No, I'm fine. Here, can you stick this on you for a while? I handed Aetho a note with the number 3 on it.
Oh, okay. What is this, though? Is it a good thing?
Very good. I'll explain everything later. Right now, I can't tell the difference between anyone in the school. My mind only perceives them as Aetho. I can't even tell if there are 11 of them, let alone which one is the fake. So far as Aetho's challenge went, I wasn't even at the starting line yet. That's when I hit on the idea of telling them apart in some physical, objective way. I was going to hand everyone a note, each with a different number on it. That way I'd finally be able to tell them apart. It wouldn't tell me which one of them was an illusion, but it was a step in the right direction. Ad break starts in 1 minute. I continued going around the school, handing out sticky notes. Eventually, I reached the 9th Aetho. Hey, have you got a minute? What's up? I'd like to ask you a favor. I've got everyone else doing it, too. Can I stick this on you? Somewhere I can see it, like on your chest.
On my chest? What's this about?
I can't explain right now, but I will later. Please, it's important.
Well, I guess it's okay.
I stuck the number 9 on the 9th 8, though. That should do it. This dizziness again.
Huh? Why? Why does it say 1 now?
Are you okay? Do you mind if I ask what this 1 is for?
I thought it wouldn't end well with him trying to tell them all apart with the sticky notes. Okay, ad break starting soon. Oh, okay, yeah, it's just started. At least this won't go on for too long. Back. Sorry, I muted myself again. No, this can't be right. I wrote 9 on that note just now, didn't I?
You said you've asked everyone else to wear these, right? I've seen some of them around. Why do they all say 1, though? What's the point in giving us all the same number?
No, it can't be. This can't be happening.
Is Atho messing with my head again? I'm sure I wrote 9. I wouldn't make a mistake like that. But now this Atho is wearing a note with a 1 on it, and so are all the others. So then, is he altering my perception to make all the numbers look the same? No, I won't believe it. Without thinking, I started running as if I could run from the truth.
Talk at me. Come on, tell me what's going on.
Atho's consciousness existed inside my mind. I still hadn't figured out how all that worked. But a new and disturbing possibility had just occurred to me. If he's inside my head, does that mean he knows what I'm thinking too?
You know, for someone as dull-witted as you, that wasn't a bad plan. Did you figure out what happened yet?
It's not just my senses or perception you can mess with. You're beginning to control my body too. Like you did when you made me flick my forehead before. This time, you made me write 1 on all of those notes. Not only that, you made me see them as different numbers, so I wouldn't realize anything.
Bravo! At first, I was going to maintain the illusion until you'd handed out all 11. But I got bored watching the same conversation over and over again. So I dropped it. Aren't I generous? That means you wasted less time. And your deadline's getting closer every minute.
You never told me you'd be actively sabotaging me.
I never said I wouldn't either. This is supposed to be a challenge, you know? Do you understand the meaning of that word? Of course the odds are against you, Takumi. That's the whole point.
I didn't realize just how unfair this challenge was. No matter what strategy I came up with, Eito can just control my eyes and hands to prevent me from using it. Isn't there any way for me to win?
You're not giving up yet, are you? What are you going to try next?
Why even ask? You can tell what I'm thinking, right?
Oh, please. You think I've been reading your thoughts to get the jump on you? I'd rather die than go poking around in your nasty little mind. I simply deduced the kind of plan you'd come up with, that's all. You're probably considering getting everyone together in one place for your next attempt. No one else can see the illusion, so you're thinking you can figure out which one isn't really there that way. But that won't work. It would be a simple matter for me to alter your perception of everyone's reactions, and you'd be no better off than before. I'd advise against asking Side for help too.
Why? Would that be inconvenient for you?
More for you than for me. What would you even tell him? The truth? That after you killed me, my consciousness was transferred into you, along with my disorder? And that I'm going to take total control of your body in a few days? Sida dismissed me as defective, tried to get rid of me. You stopped him the first time. But you can't lock me in a cage now. What do you think he'll do if he finds that I'm still alive? He'll judge you to be defective as well, a threat to humanity to be disposed of.
I hate to admit it, but Eito was right. I'm the one who made the decision to kill Eito, but Side had wanted to get rid of him for a long time before that. He'd treat me the same way, there was no doubt about it.
I'm glad you finally see it my way. Besides, this is a challenge between you and me. Bringing in outsiders would ruin the fun.
I've still got 2 days. You haven't won yet, Eito.
I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait to see what you'll try next. I don't know how I'm going to sleep.
With that, Eito snapped his fingers. And I fell into a deep sleep. In a few more days, he'll be able to control my body completely. If it gets to that point, if I've run out of options and still can't win, that's when I'll ask Side for help. Even if he does kill me, it's better than letting Eito take over. But I'll only do that as a last resort. I foiled Eito's plans before, I can do it again. This isn't over. Day 60. Ding dong bing bong. Never mind making it to day 100. I still need a way to survive past day 62. Before then, I need to kill Eito. I went into the bathroom to wash my face and spent a while looking at my reflection in the mirror.
Who are you? No, it's fine. I'm Takumi Sumino. I'm still me.
I can't get overwhelmed now. That's what Eito wants. If I start showing weakness, he'll seize on it and take control even faster.
That's not going to happen. I won't let him beat me.
There's still so much I have to do. I have to protect everyone. I have to save humanity. I can't waste time playing Eito's games. He claims to hate this world, but he's still clinging to it. Maybe he's not as strong-willed as I thought. You're dead now, Eito. You need to let go. If you're still determined to disrupt us, if you keep posing a threat to humanity's future, I'll kill you as many times as it takes. I've already got a plan for today. Hey, do you want to do some training together?
You want to trade with me? Alright, but why are you looking so intense all of a sudden? Is that a no? No, I'm just a little surprised is all. Did I meet you in the training room?
No, just grab an infuser and let's get right to it.
We're using infusers?
Yeah, come on, show me what you've got.
Hey, Takumi?
What? What is it?
Why are we using our infusers? And why are we doing this in the gym instead of the training room?
Consider it practical training. There's no telling when there might be another attack. And Veshnes is more powerful than ever now. We have to get stronger too. Don't worry, I won't hurt you, I promise. But in return, I want you to attack like you're trying to kill me.
What?
This training is to help us fight the invaders. We have to get used to fighting without holding back. And if anything goes wrong, the revival-matic will bring us back. Everything will be fine. You've got nothing to be afraid of.
Takumi, I don't know about this.
What's wrong? Let's start our training session.
No, I think I'm going to pass.
What? Why?
I just don't feel like it right now. Can we do it some other time?
You don't feel like it. When the invaders attack, you don't get a choice.
I know, but this is different. We don't really have to do this.
But we need to train.
What's wrong with you today, Takumi? You're acting so weird.
I'm fine. Just do what I tell you. Activate your hemo anima.
I don't want to.
Just then there was the sound of hurried footsteps outside and the doors to the gym flew open.
Stop it, Takumi. Dragging someone into a mock battle just because he had a little disagreement? What are you thinking?
Damn, this isn't how it was supposed to go.
You haven't been yourself lately. Should ask Side if there's anything you do to help you?
No, don't do that. I'm fine. There's something wrong with me.
Then why are you being so hostile all of a sudden?
Please, I need someone to fight me. I won't hurt you. I'll stop all my attacks right before they connect. But you have to fight me seriously. If we want to be Veshnes, we have to do this.
Is this really going to help us against Veshnes?
It is, I promise.
Alright, if it's that important, you can spar with me instead of Eito.
Really?
I'll help you too. If it's to defeat Veshnes, we don't have a lot of choice. I know you said you'd stop your attacks, but be sure and dodge ours too, okay?
You're all in? Thanks so much, guys. You have no idea how much this is going to help me. It hadn't gone as smoothly as I wanted, but now I was facing 3 Eitos in a mock battle all at once. I wasn't crazy. I really wasn't planning to hurt any of them. Eito was manipulating my perception, so I couldn't tell any of my friends apart. I couldn't rely on sight or vision anymore. He had too much control over them. What if I concentrate on my body instead of my mind? Specifically, the sensation of being hit by a special attack. I wouldn't be surprised if Eito could make everyone's class weapons look like his scythe, but they'd still feel different when they hit me. My throat is starting to hurt. Guns, bladed weapons, mechanical weapons, they'd all cause different kinds of damage and leave different injuries. If I couldn't rely on my perception of other people, I'd just use my body as a guide instead.
Alright, here we go.
Remember, no holding back. Fight me like you mean it. My plan was simple. Once the mock battle got going, I'd take everyone's attacks on purpose. Eito could control what I saw and heard, but he wouldn't be able to do anything about physical damage. I'd be putting myself in danger, but at least I still had the revival-matic to fall back on. If this worked for the 3 Eitos I was fighting now, I could do the same for all the others next. Then I'd finally be able to tell who was who.
Here we go.
Right before the attack hit, my arm moved to deflect it. What?
Not bad, Takumi. You made that look easy.
Let's try it again. Attack me. This time I won't defend. I'll take the attack just like I planned.
Now it's my turn.
You blocked me too. You're really doing well today, Takumi. What's the matter? Why do you look so surprised?
I hadn't meant to block. Both times I've been trying to take damage. My sword arm was moving on its own. I couldn't stop it. Okay, one more time. Do your best to hit me.
Okay, here goes.
I did my very best to leave myself open to my opponent's attack. He took the opportunity I'd created and charged forward.
How's this?
But the result was the same as before. I knocked the attack away without meaning to. My arm moved in ways I never thought it could, and all without any input from me. Every time an attack came at me, it automatically took action to protect me. After about 30 minutes of trying, my sparring partners got tired out and had to call it a day. I apologized to them for all the trouble and hurried back to my room before they could ask any awkward questions. I'm guessing I have you to thank for that?
I have to hand it to you this time, Takumi. Intentionally getting hurt to tell people apart by the nature of their attacks was a stroke of genius. It's the kind of idea only someone in as desperate a situation as yours could come up with. I think it might just be the intellectual high point in your otherwise mediocre little life. But in case you forgot, I'm a part of you now. When you get hurt, I feel your pain. And I can't have that.
How long have you been able to make my body do that?
Is my control spreading faster than you expected? I guess that's just how compatible you and I are. What a stomach-churning prospect. Even so, I won't allow you to get hurt. I'll block any attack whether you like it or not. This body belongs to both of us now. I don't want anything happening to it. Have you noticed how nervous everyone is getting around you? They're not going to keep putting up with your requests much longer. But of course, if you tell them the truth, Side is bound to catch wind of it. If that happens, it'll be all over for you. You'll just be another defect that needs eliminating. If I get eliminated, you'll disappear too. That's some consolation. Thinking of sacrificing yourself? Don't bother. You can never pull off such a noble act. You're more the type to sacrifice others. You'll cast aside anything and anyone for the sake of your own survival, even the natural flow of time. That's the kind of person you are, Takumi. That's how you make your choices, by thinking only of yourself. So what if the choices you made have gotten your friends killed? It was all for the greater good, right? So long as you get your second chance, anything goes, isn't that right? Well, it's been fun, but I think we'll call it a day here. Controlling your body has tired me out. I need to get some sleep. Eito brought our conversation to a close with a snap of his fingers. The next thing I knew, everything went wide, and then... Damn it! I punched the wall in frustration. What am I supposed to do? All of this, it's all Eito's fault. If only he weren't around. Why did I ever let him live, after everything he did last time? I should have known better. I should have killed him when I had the chance. I should have made it so he'd never come back to haunt me. I should have killed him stone dead. No regrets, no mercy. Kill, kill, kill. I'll kill him. I'm going to kill Eito. Somehow I drifted off to sleep, my head still seething with murderous rage. Day 61. Just one day left.
You're a genius. You know that, Takumi? To keep failing to kill me like this takes real talent. Or do you just like me so much that you want to keep playing? Of course, the mere thought you might feel any affection toward me makes me want to vomit. But I'm getting quite comfortable living here in your head. Pretty soon, your whole abominable body will be mine to do with as I please. Are you listening, Takumi? I haven't done anything to your hearing yet.
I'm almost out of time. If I can't find the fake Eito today, he'll take over once and for all. Then he won't just be my problem anymore. Everyone will be in danger. I have to stop him one way or another. You're not going to win, Eito. I will stop you.
Good luck with that.
It wasn't like I had some brilliant new plan. Even if I did, Eito would see through it anyway. This game had been rigged in his favor from the very start. Let's think of it. Was there even an 11th Eito at all? For all I knew, he just made it up so he could have fun watching me suffer. Even if he had been making it up, the part about him needing time to take over is still true. That means I still have a chance. He can try and stop me, but I'll try everything I can right up until the end. I wish I didn't have to do this alone, but everyone's a potential suspect. Maybe there is one person who can help me think of something. She's not human, so the disorder probably won't affect my perception of her. Ava? Yeah, Ava.
Good morning, Takumi. How are you feeling? Are you ready to give Eito your body? Takumi, let's go destroy humanity together. They're nothing but a plague on this planet. They all deserve to die.
Okay, I'm on the right floor.
You realize you're going crazy, right? I'm worried about you. You know, because you're so crazy. Want to hear a secret? Last Defense Academy isn't even on Earth. We were the invaders all along. We attacked this planet and now we're trying to wipe out its people.
I knew it. Ava still looks like Ava to me. She's an invader, not a human. So Eito's disorder can't change the way I see her. Hey Ava, are you still carrying Nigo around? Yes, I don't know why, but it just feels right. I'm sorry we couldn't save him. It's not your fault. Besides, Nigo died protecting Sire. That means his sacrifice wasn't in vain. Ava, do you still hate Eito for killing Nigo? I don't think I know how to hate. But if Eito were still alive, if he were here right now, what would you do then? I don't know. I didn't feel good about what I was about to do. It basically amounted to exploiting Ava's feelings for Nigo for my own ends. But there was no other way. She was the only one Ato couldn't warp my perception of. Ava, I need your help. But you can't repeat what I'm about to say to anyone. Not even Sire. Understood. If that is your order, I will obey. Ava nodded in agreement, and I began to speak. I told her everything that had happened since I absorbed Ato's hemo-anima and ended up with a portion of his consciousness. How he spoke to me inside his head, and how his disorder had manifested in me, making all my teammates look and sound just like him. Lastly, I went over the challenge he had set me, and my search for the one fake Ato hiding somewhere in the school. The time limit was getting closer, and if I couldn't win Ato's little game, he'd take over my body completely. But if Sire got to know about it, he'd probably just kill me. Ava listened to all of it in silence, her face devoid of any emotion. This must sound pretty crazy, right? You probably don't believe me. No, if it is your order, I will believe you. Okay, great. That's good. What is your next order? Should I help you to find the illusion? Yes, please. I'd like you to come talk to everyone with me. I'm hoping we'll run into someone that only I can see. That's how we'll know who the fake is. So be honest about who is or isn't there, alright? Understood. I will do my best to be of use to you. Thanks, Ava. And about what you said earlier, I don't know about hate, but listening to you just now, I felt the urge to stop Mr. Aoutsuki from getting his way. Is it alright for me to feel this emotion? Perhaps we should get started. Come on, Mr. Sumino. When I let Ava out of her cage, she immediately began walking toward the hallway. I fell and stepped behind her, and then... Ava!
Are you okay? What the? Where did this knife come from?
So much blood. And Ava's not registered in the revival-matic. If I don't do something to save her quick...
You're too late, Takumi.
Suddenly, I heard Ato's voice coming out of nowhere. No, that's not right. It was more like I was hearing him inside my head.
There's no coming back from a wound like this. A clean, direct hit to the heart. That's how you killed her, Takumi.
You... How did you pick up this knife without me noticing?
Apparently, we've become so close that I can control your body when you're unconscious.
You mean, while I was sleeping, you...
This is your own fault, you know? Did you really think I wouldn't account for that prisoner's presence? I've been hoping I get a chance to kill her and take her out of the equation.
If she had been a little further away when you two were talking, I never would have had the opportunity.
Until you helpfully lured her out for me. And now the threat is gone.
So that's why he didn't do anything weird today. He was waiting for me to talk to Ava so he could kill her.
Are you just going to stand there? Shouldn't you get rid of the body?
Get rid of it?
You're going to be in big trouble if anyone sees you like this. They're already suspicious because of how you've been acting. You don't want Sire interrogating you or peeking into your head with his strange machines, do you? If he finds out, you're the same as me.
Shut up! Quit talking in my head!
The worst thing was, Ava was right. People were bound to notice if Ava suddenly disappeared. But if anyone found out I'd killed her, I'd be next on Sire's hit list. I only had one choice. I had all evidence of what I'd done.
I'm so sorry, Ava. This is all my fault. I should never have got you involved.
I took Ava's body to a lonely corner of the schoolyard. Fortunately, nobody saw me. Once I was far enough away, I dug a hole and buried her. In my head, I apologized to her over and over again, while also cursing Ato. Finally, I snuck back to my room, took off my blood-stained clothes, and got into the shower. Ava was dead. Ato had taken control and made me stab her. I should have known something like this would happen. Why didn't I see it coming? I just killed one of my allies. And now that Ava was gone, I had no choice of finding the fake... I had no chance of finding the fake Ato. If there was even one to find. Was I going to lose? Was this how it all ended? Was Ato going to be the new Takumi?
I am... Takumi Sumino.
I'm Takumi Sumino. I'm Takumi Sumino. I'm not Ato Aotsuki. Not Ato Aotsuki. Takumi Sumino, Takumi Sumino, Takumi Sumino, Takumi Sumino, Takumi Sumino, Takumi Sumino. Not Ato Aotsuki, not Ato Aotsuki, not Ato Aotsuki, not Ato Aotsuki, not Ato Aotsuki. It just continues like that. I didn't sleep a wink that night. I couldn't risk him taking over again. I just sat and waited for the next day to arrive. Day 62. 0 days left. Today was my final deadline.
Well, well, the big day is finally here. Today will decide your future. And mine. I feel like we should celebrate. Have you got any party poppers? Don't worry. Even if there aren't any, I can still make you hear them. Still feels a little lacking, don't you think? Our fun little challenge is finally at an end. We really ought to do something to mark the occasion. How do you like that? Takumi's inevitable mental breakdown is filmed before a live studio audience. Yes, we're starting to strike the right mood now. Don't you think so, my abominable friend?
I don't care.
No, you're no fun. This is my way of being considerate, you know? The result of our competition is a foregone conclusion. Even you can't have failed to grasp that. I want you to feel good one last time before I crush you completely.
So you think you've already won?
Does it feel strange to have someone you killed claiming victory over you? Think about it though. Didn't I surrender a little too quickly? Would the Eito Aotsuki you know have given up on exterminating humanity that easily? Wouldn't I have some cunning plan in place so I could get away in the event of my failure?
Are you saying you got taken prisoner on purpose?
I knew if anyone was going to kill me, it would have to be you. And you already absorbed me once in a previous timeline. What would happen if you did it again? I knew the Hemoanima would react in some way. I decided to gamble on that possibility.
You don't mean that. You're a realist. You'd never stake your life on something unless you were sure it would work out in your favor.
Well, it's all moot at this point anyway. Your time is just about up. All that's left is for you to give me your final answer. What do you say, Takumi? Have you found the 11th Eito?
Okay, I'm choosing not here first, and then I'll go back and choose I found him. You can twist and alter my perception however you want. In that situation, there's no way I can possibly tell the difference between the illusion and the real thing. Right from the start, there was never a fair challenge.
Enough excuses, just give me your answer.
There is no 11th Eito. There never was. You just wanted to make me so paranoid I'd get desperate and attack someone.
Does this mean you're forfeiting the challenge? Are you sure you want to do that? You'd be throwing away your only chance to get rid of me. Not to mention your own existence is on the line here. That answer was no answer at all, Takumi. You're the one who accepted the challenge. It's a little late to complain about the rules now. If you've lost, admit it and accept your fate gracefully.
Tell me you've lost, Takumi. I want to hear you say it.
Wow, one choice after the other. I lose. I guess this means that I go back and choose you win.
Alright. I lose.
Don't insult my intelligence, Takumi. If you truly believed you'd lost, your spirit would have crumbled by now. You're still determined to fight me. And I can feel it.
Oh, I've lost alright. I've lost the unfair challenge you pressured me into taking. But here's the thing, you've lost to me plenty of times already. Don't let one little victory go to your head, because next time, I'm going to win.
You really think there'll be a next time? This was your last chance and you squandered it. Your body is mine. You've lost, utterly and completely. Now despair, surrender, submit.
You can't take my body unless I give in, can you? That's why you created this unwinnable challenge. To crush my spirit. You haven't broken me yet. And this time, I've got a challenge for you.
A challenge for me?
Yeah, and unlike yours, this one's completely fair and the rules were nice and simple.
It seems I underestimated you. Fine, I'll bite. It's probably nothing but a desperate bluff anyway.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. Well, now let's get started.
Get started, but you haven't told me the rule.
I raised the knife in my hand and stabbed myself in the thigh with it. It was the same knife that had killed Ava.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I had to be sure, but now I know. You share all the same sensations as me. When I stabbed myself just now, I felt something weird. Something apart from the pain. What I was feeling, that was your pain, wasn't it?
What are you going to do now?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to kill you.
You can't do that. I'm you, remember?
Yeah, you're the last remnants of Atho Outsky, clinging to my mind like a leech. This time I drove the knife in a little deeper.
I don't understand. If you kill yourself, the revival-matic will just bring you back and me with you.
That's right. Even if I take my own life, I won't really die. Which means I can kill myself as many times as I want. I can inflict the pain of death on you over and over again. Another stab. Deeper, longer, more painful. Have you figured it out yet? My challenge to you is a test of endurance. Shortly after that, I lost consciousness. The next thing I knew, I was back in my room. The floor was covered in blood. The revival-matic must have brought me back after I bled out. I could hear Atho talking, but I ignored him and stepped out of the door and onto the roof. Now, what'll happen if I jump off from here?
There's no point in doing all this, you know.
I'm inflicting pain on you, aren't I? Pain is so bad it feels like you're going to die. All I have to do is keep doing this until the last of your consciousness is gone.
But you'll be feeling it too. Do you really think you can keep torturing yourself without it affecting you?
Like I said, it's all about endurance. This is a contest to see which of our minds breaks first. Winner takes all. Ready for round 2? People say falling from high up is a really painful way to die. I wonder if it's true.
Stop it! I won't let you!
Sorry, but you don't get a choice. We're doing this.
How can your will be so strong? Why can't I stop you?
I hopped the fence around the edge of the roof, turned the face the school, and leaped off the edge. My body hit the ground with a sickening crunch. My vision went red, and then... I think I'll try hanging this time. It won't leave a very pretty corpse. But I look hideous to you anyway, so it barely makes any difference.
And people call me crazy. You're far more unhinged than I could ever be.
I'll take that as a compliment. I don't usually think about morbid stuff like this, so you'll have to forgive me if I run out of ideas. Even I end up killing myself the same way several times, you'll have to stick with me to the very end anyway.
Seriously, what do you think this is going to achieve?
You're dead, Atho. I'm just trying to remind you of that. I stood on a chair and made sure the noose was firmly attached to the ceiling. Then I slipped my neck through and jumped off. As the rope bit into my neck, my consciousness once again faded out. Once again, I died and was brought back. From there, I killed myself over and over again. Every time the revival-matic restored my body to full health. Using the pain of death to overwhelm Atho's spirit was my last resort. If this didn't work, nothing would. And I was determined to make him suffer as much pain as possible. I didn't stop at jumping or hanging. I subjected myself to every kind of death I could think of. I used my swords to cut my stomach open. I drank the poisons Yugamo had been making. I drowned myself in the pool, doused myself in gasoline, and set myself on fire. The pain and the fear were almost too much to bear. It was a living hell. The fact that I had come back after each death didn't make it any easier. Caught in this endless cycle of agony, there were times when I wanted to give up and die for real. My only consolation was knowing that Atho felt the same. My pain was his pain. He was suffering just as much as I was. I couldn't stop him. I couldn't stop. If I could just get through this, I'd finally be rid of him. That was the one thing I was sure of. I kept going, and soon enough, I'd committed suicide over 100 times. You still alive in there? I'm going to keep this up until you disappear for good. I stepped out onto the roof to jump again. By that point, I'd long since lost count of how many times I died that way. But before I could reach the edge, somebody grabbed my arm. Huh?
What are you doing, Takumi? Atho said you've been killing yourself over and over again. Why would you do something like that?
Let me go. I don't have time to explain.
I can't just stand back and watch one of my most hideous friends jump to his death. You know this won't solve anything, right? The revival-matic will just bring you back afterwards.
Exactly. I'll come back, so there's no need for you to stop me.
That's not the point. Please just tell us what's going on.
I'm sorry. I jerked my arm free and ran for the fence as fast as I could.
Takumi!
I hopped the fence and jumped. I felt the shock as I hit the ground, heard the snap of my bones breaking, and blacked out yet again. Again, and again, and again. The next time I went up to the roof, the Athos were there waiting for me.
Please don't do this. What's happened to you, Takumi? Things aren't really that bad, are they? Can't we talk about it? You know you can trust us with anything, right? What else are worst enemies for? I have to do this. Really? You have to jump off the roof and die? Yes. But why? And why do you have to make this so confusing?
Get out of my way.
No, I won't. We're not moving from this spot until you tell us the truth. Even if you're not really dying, it's hard on us seeing you hurt yourself like this. Come on, what's going on with you?
If that's how it's going to be, I took out the knife I had hidden in my pocket and plunged it into my stomach before anyone could stop me.
Takumi, no! Somebody help him!
A burning pain spread across my abdomen, and I felt blood trickling out of my mouth. My body fell to the ground while my mind fell into oblivion. How are you doing? Still alive?
Of course.
Why don't you make it easy on yourself and disappear already?
What now? You're starting to wear me down too, I can feel it. We both are. We can't keep this up forever. It's not like you know for sure that this will get rid of me.
Doesn't matter. I'm not going to stop until you're gone. I took out my knife again and swung it viciously down. Going back and forth between life and death so many times was doing weird things to my mind. It was getting so bad that I could barely tell whether I was alive or dead at any given moment. But even then, I didn't stop. I couldn't stop until I'd beaten Atho once and for all.
Please, I'm begging you, stop doing this. I don't understand. Why does it have to be this way?
I have to do this. I staggered out of my room to go find a new and more painful way of ending my life.
Could a commander be making Takumi do this? Huh? What do you mean? What he's doing clearly isn't normal. I'm starting to wonder if an enemy is using a psychic attack on him. Maybe they're forcing him to kill himself. Or perhaps killing himself is the only way for him to throw off the attack. But why would it only be affecting Takumi, not the rest of us? Honestly, I have no idea. It was after our last defensive battle that Takumi started acting so strangely, right? Is it possible he was targeted with some kind of special technique back then? In that last battle? But I don't remember any attacks that only hit Takumi. It is not as if there were any special enemies targeting him exclusively. No, wait. Maybe there was. Huh? What are you getting at, Atho? Think about it. There is something that happened to Takumi not to the rest of us. You mean the thing with Atho? Of course! Takumi absorbed his hemo anima. You think something happened to him then? It's possible, isn't it? Ever since then, Takumi hasn't been himself. But what happened? What could possibly make him act like this? I can't be certain, but what if Atho was able to transfer part of his consciousness into Takumi along with his hemo anima? Atho's consciousness? You mean Atho is still alive inside Takumi? It all sounds pretty far-fetched, but I can't deny the possibility either. If hemo anima makes time travel possible, why not this too? If all of that's true, then what Takumi's doing right now is... That's right, I think he's still fighting Atho. Similar to how inducing a fever can render a virus inert, Takumi is using the pain of death to try to destroy whatever remains of him. Those are the lengths he's willing to go to in order to finish this. He's putting himself through all that over and over again? Knowing Takumi, he's keeping it to himself so he won't burden any of us. Isn't there anything we can do? Even if we can't fight Atho ourselves, there has to be some way we can help. I attached the hose to the school bus exhaust and fed it into a window with the engine still running. It turned out this was one of the more painful ways to go. Atho took control of my arm and struggled to the very end, but all in vain. I must have died over 200 times now. In theory, I should have been brought back to full health each time, but my mind and body were really starting to feel the strain. My spirit's getting worn down. That goes for both me and Atho. One way or another, it would all be over soon. I headed back to the roof to jump again. Oh wait, I just remembered that the last stream, the audio was... This right here is why this root has a massive trigger warning. Oh, okay. I'll cover the screen. Okay. Covering the screen just enough so that... There. If it's necessary for a massive trigger warning. One way or another, it would all be over soon. I headed back to the roof to jump again. Oh, it wasn't anything visible? Oh, okay. It's just the context. I was wondering if it was like the cult route where I should have just cover the screen. This suicide stuff is really distressing, yeah.
Athos saw what I was doing and tried to stop my feet from moving forward any further. But I won out in the end. My will was proving to be stronger than either of us had thought it was. Ready for another? You're a demon. No normal person would even think of doing something like this.
Monokuma Max 13 just redeemed autism.
Thank you for redeeming autism, creature. What happened to you? I don't mind becoming a demon so long as it gets rid of you. What admirable hatred. You might hate me just as much as I hate humanity. Maybe I'm rubbing off on you after all. You are not! I wonder, if I disappear, who are you going to direct all that hatred toward? You're only fighting the invaders out of duty. Your hate for me is what gives this war meaning. Do you really want to lose that? What a very Atho way to beg for your life. I was in no mood to listen to him. I walked toward the edge of the roof. But when I looked down, I saw something I hadn't been expecting.
Keep going, Takumi! Don't let Ato beat you! Fight through it, you hideous monster! We're all rooting for you! You can do this! Everyone.
Down below were 10 identical Athos, except I knew that. Underneath that appearance, they were really my friends, and they were here for me. Thanks, guys.
They're cheering you on while you commit suicide? Looks like you're not the only crazy one.
This is what having friends is all about. I've got to do my best for them too.
Do what you want. You all disgust me. You're all hideous. Repulsive. You make me want to puke.
Sounds like Cope 8 though. Sounds like Cope. I ignored 8 though, leapt toward my friends. And died again. Keep going, Takumi. You can't let Aetha win. We believe in you. You can do this. Thanks. Everyone's counting on me. I can't let them down. Spurred on by my friend's support, I continued my streak of suicides. Every time it looked like I might be getting used to one kind of pain, I switched to a different method. This was all to kill Aetho, to break his spirit and get rid of him once and for all. To finally put an end to my vile, repulsive nemesis, I killed myself again and again. Again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Death, revival, death, revival. I died and was brought back to die again countless times. Even if I'd lost count, the revival medic kept track of how many times it had been used. My thoughts were getting hazy, but I'm pretty sure someone mentioned the number 500 at some point. And then before I knew it, my legs gave out. My last reserves of energy seemed to disappear. I fell to the ground and everything went black. Hey, Takumi, come on, man, get it together. Please, Takumi, open your eyes. I can hear their voices. What's happened to him now? How am I supposed to know? Somebody go do something. Come on, Takumi, you gotta come back to us. Oh my god, it worked!
He's awake! Takumi, are you okay? We were starting to think you'd never wake up.
You guys, if you're here, and you're you again, then... Looks like I finally won.
You won? You mean...
Way to go, man. I knew you could do it.
What a relief. I'm so glad.
All of my friends were there now. The whole special defense unit together in one place.
Hey.
So Mr. Aotsuki's really gone now? Even the last remnants of his consciousness? Takumi? Yeah, he's gone now. Dead and gone. You were awesome, Takumi. Talent like yours only comes around once every 100 years. The way you jumped off the roof, it was like the most elegant series of frog splashes I've ever seen. I got chills watching you. Tsubasa threw up every single time, too. Oh, come on, you don't need to tell him that. It was certainly a novel way of defeating Aetho. You're the only one who could have come up with something like that. So it's officially the end of Outskate? We're good to move on? Sumino, are you listening? Yeah, we're good. You sure you don't want to rest up some more? All that crazy shit must have put a ton of stress on you. No, it's fine. I'm fine.
Takumi, I am fine now. It's good to see you again, everyone. Now that I'm back, the fun can really begin.
Oh no, it's Aetho. Multiple Athos route endurance match. That's my 45th ending. Woo! Kato Owl Fruity.
Fine. You win. There's nothing more I can do.
Oh? Aren't you giving in a little too easily?
It's the only thing I can do. I tried everything. I'm all out of ideas.
Ato is certainly very powerful indeed.
It's over, Ato. You win.
You're just... giving up? After sticking to your hideous ideals for so long?
That's right. You finally got the better of me. My body is yours.
Stop it! That's not what I wanted to hear! I didn't want to see you like this!
Oh, really? Sorry about that.
Have you forgotten what's going to happen if you lose?
No, I remember. You'll use my body to do whatever you want, but I still have control for today at least. And there's one last thing I need to do.
What's that?
I'll go find Sita and tell him everything. He probably won't believe me at first, but once I show him Ava's body, he'll see I'm telling the truth. You set up an unfailed challenge and you beat me. Congratulations. But I won't just hand over my body to you. I'd much rather die and take you down with me.
You think I'll let our contest end like this?
It doesn't matter what you want anymore. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to the war room. Don't worry, I'm sure Sita will make it quick. This is how it has to be. This is the only way to stop him. The moment I killed Ato, I'd already lost. This is the best I can do to make up for that. I wish I could have kept fighting a little longer, that I could have protected everyone, and her especially, until the very end. But that just wasn't how things had turned out. The least I could do was make sure the traitor never hurt anyone again. I took a deep breath and prepared to head out to the war room. Huh? What's going on? My legs? I can't move my legs! Ato, are you doing this?
It's sooner than we expected, I know. But it looks like my will is stronger. I won't let you go, Takumi. I won't let you die. You and I are one. I can't allow our story to end in such a mundane way.
Hey, you're the one who wanted me dead first. You're finally getting your wish, aren't you?
Of course not. What I really wanted was... Ugh, never mind. The point is, I didn't want it to end like this. Not until I achieved my real goal. I just needed to rethink my approach to find something more appropriate for you.
What are you talking about?
I have enough power saved up to take over your body now. But it looks like this is the only way. Sorry, Takumi. I was denied the joy of victory, but this is another kind of feeling altogether, when I can't put into words. I'd share it with you directly, but pretty soon, that won't be possible either.
Ato!
Good night, Takumi. This is the end.
Day 63. Damn. Been a whole day. Huh? I'm still Takumi Sumino? But how am I still here? I lost Ato's challenge. He took over my body and then I blacked out. Now I'm just awake again? What happened? I can't hear his voice anymore and I don't see him anywhere either. Did he mess things up somehow? Is he gone? I don't know what's going on, but I'm sweating a ton. I better go wash up. I went to the bathroom and splashed some cold water on my face. Is he gonna see Ato in the mirror? Then I looked in the mirror. Yep.
What the?
Good morning, Takumi.
Ato? But how?
You look confused. Don't worry. I'll explain everything. What I really wanted was to fully savor the sight of you struggling against the inevitable. Until I tasted victory, and you tasted despair.
It always comes back to despair at the end of the day, right?
But then you went and ruined it by giving up without a fight. I was so depressed. My willpower started to weaken and ebb away. I was no longer strong enough to control you. I had to give up on taking over your body. So instead, I'm just going to live here inside your head forever.
Forever?
That's right. I'm here to stay. Now I can enjoy that look of despair on your face every single day.
But why does my face look like this?
It's a cognitive disorder, just like the one I struggled with for so long. So far as your reflection's concerned, you are me now. A fitting punishment, wouldn't you say?
You're insane!
Look on the bright side. Neither of us had to die after all. You have full control over your body again. And you can continue fighting alongside your friends, just like before. Plus, whenever you're having trouble, I'll be here to offer you some handy hints. And if you ever form a romantic connection, I can give you a running commentary of every disgusting act you and your special someone do together. Cheer up, Takumi. You never have to be alone now. From here on, it's just you and me, forever and ever.
Rip. How sad. Multiple Athos route, together forever. I'm now at 46. I'm so close to 50. You know, Atho, I had you all wrong. I thought you were going to twist the rules just like you twisted my perception. It would be so easy for you to put me in a situation where I couldn't possibly win. But now I think about it, that's not what you really want.
What do you mean by that?
It wouldn't be enough for you to just steal my body. If you didn't give me a fair chance to win, watching me struggle wouldn't have been nearly so satisfying for you. Without that, your victory, your revenge would lose all meaning. That's why I'm sure you actually did create a fake 11th you to beat me within the rules you set.
Interesting. You know me so well, Takumi. It's disgusting, really. But that doesn't mean you found the 11th me, does it? Ava was your last hope and she's dead and gone now.
It's true I failed to find the fake within the time limit. But with everyone looking the same to me, there was no way I could tell who was real and who was fake. I was desperate to find some method of telling them all apart. But by that point, I'd already fallen into your trap.
What do you mean?
Even if I just guessed at random, there'd be a chance I'd find the fake by accident. You couldn't allow that, so you came up with a countermeasure. The 11th Atho's been in the same place all along. The one place I never thought to look.
Oh, and where's that?
Some place I totally ignored. Somewhere no one has any reason to go. Your room. Nobody's used it since you were captured on day 2. Everyone just ignores it. It's the perfect blind spot. That's where you've been hiding your fake. It's somewhere I'd never looked, but it still follows the rules of him being somewhere in the school. I'm going there, now. If I'm right, I'll see you there. The fake you, that is. And once I cut him down, the game will be over. You lose, Atho. It'll be okay. I figured out the answer. I had to believe in myself.
Hello, Takumi. I was wondering when you were going to get here.
He's here. I knew it. I was right. I win, Atho. Huh? I took up the knife that had killed Ava and stabbed the fake Atho with it. You thought I wouldn't believe you, didn't I? That's why you lost. This is definitely not Atho. Who was waiting in his room, though?
Why?
Atho slumped forward and fell to the ground. I did it. I found the fake Atho and killed him. His room is blindingly white. I've won the game. Now the Atho inside my head will disappear. Wait a minute. I killed the fake, so why isn't it fading away? Atho's body was still on the floor in front of me, a pool of blood spreading out underneath it. Why?
It's perfectly simple. That wasn't the fake.
What? But it had to be. Who else could it be? Why would anyone else be in your room?
Oh, look. They're holding one of those notes you handed out. Maybe that will give you your answer.
A note? It was true. The Atho on the ground was holding a note with the number 1 on it. This is from when I was trying to tell everyone apart. Huh? There's something on the back? I turned over the notes, an uneasy feeling rising in my stomach. Come to Atho's room on day 62. Wait for me inside. I'll explain everything later, but don't tell anyone about this until I do. No! Did you do this?
You're the one who wrote it, Takumi. I just tweaked your perception a little so you wouldn't notice. You really had no idea. I did a masterful job hiding it, if I do say so myself. So, even back then, when I was writing these notes, you knew I'd come here? Give me some credit, Takumi. By the time you think of anything, I'm already 2 steps ahead. I just didn't want to do anything to draw your attention to it and risk making you suspicious. Then, who is this? I looked at the Aethos sprawled at my feet. He was still alive, but it looked like he might breathe his final breath at any moment. Who could it be? Who do you think I chose? Can't be. I did this to one of my friends? Including the prisoner that makes 2 victims so far. 3 if you count me. I'm going to kill you, Aetho! Yes, that's it. That's the look I wanted to see on your face, Takumi. I wanted you to feel the same kind of hatred that I do for all of humanity. Face it, you were never cut out to be a hero. You're like me. Hate is what drives you. Shut up, I'm nothing like you. You're exactly like me. The fact that you killed me without listening to what I had to say is proof of that. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Why so angry, Takumi? Did I touch a nerve? Aetho, you're dead! Takumi, why? Huh?
There you go, you've done it again.
Done what?
You think I only gave that note to one of the others? And there was no time specified on it, remember? It's just a coincidence that she was the first one to show up.
She?
Whoops, did I give it away? So, what are you going to do now? You stabbed 2 of your very dearest friends.
They're not dead yet. And we still have the revive-o-matic, so...
Wonderful, I can feel the power surging through me. What did you do? The bodies had now become dried up blackened mummies.
Stealing your friend's hemoanima, Takumi? That's crossing a line.
He took control of my arm and absorbed their hemoanima?
How could you make me do that?
Now they can never be brought back to life. You can't fix this, Takumi. You're a killer, a murderer, a traitor. I said you were just like me, but I think it might actually be worse. Aetho, I have to kill him. Kill. I'll kill you, Aetho. Takumi, why are you covered in blood? Aetho, I'll get him this time. It's over. Aetho shriveled into a mummy and slumped down, dead. What are you doing, Takumi? Something's wrong with him. We have to get out of here. Aetho, you won't get away from me. Takumi, how could you? I'll kill you. I have to kill you. He's killing everyone! 2 more mummies fell to the ground. Too bad. Neither of those were the fake. And there is a fake me, just like you said. I want to win this fair and square. You said it's over just now, but is it over for me or for you? My mind was being choked by pure, unfettered hatred. There were no thoughts in my head anymore, just the desire to kill Aetho. And everywhere I looked, there he was. I stabbed him, slit his throat, absorbed his hemoanima so he could never come back. But every time his presence only got stronger, and so did my hate. He's in the school somewhere. I'll find him and kill him. I won't stop until he's gone for good. Huh? What? What the? What's going on here? Why are you... My trusty sword in my hand, I killed Aetho again and again. But I still haven't found the fake. All the bodies still looked like Aetho. He was still alive. This wouldn't go away until he was gone for good. I'll kill you, Aetho Aotsuki. I'll destroy everything that you are. Yes, that's it. I did this all for you, you know, to help you become the real you. Shut your damn dirty mouth. Oh, so scary. You're really letting the hate take over now. But it's still not enough. Your blade will never reach me like that. Embrace it even further, Takumi. Give in to hate, the strongest emotion of them all. The one thing that unites you and me. I'll kill you. Yes, kill me. Fill me with your hatred. I will. That's right, I will. That starts in 1 minute? Wow. Why is there another decision? Am I gonna make it to ending 50?
Let's embrace the hate. This route has so many endings. You didn't need to tell me. Of course I'm going to kill you. I'll kill you no matter what the cost. I will kill you. And I did. I killed Ato as painfully and thoroughly as I could. At some point, the sensation of swinging my sword faded away. I'd become one with my hate. There was nothing else. My vision was filled with red. I couldn't even see Ato anymore. I wasn't done yet. There was still more I had to do. Still another Ato to kill.
Lumina, what are you...
At the same moment, Iside's body was torn in half. The bomb inside my body detonated and I blacked out. But that didn't matter. So long as I destroy Iside in a single blow, my death is inconsequential. Because the revival-matic will bring me right back afterwards. I taught you that, didn't I?
Now I've absorbed everyone's hemoanima. I have nothing to fear from anything outside the wall.
Okay, I'll be right back. Well, I'm just gonna sit right here. I'm running out of water. I should probably just get some more. Yeah, I'll be right back. One minute left. Okay, we're back now.
The last one. He has to be here somewhere. I'm going to tear him apart.
You really hate me that much, don't you? How wonderful. I'm so glad that I get to share this hatred I've been carrying all my life with you, Takumi. That's what I really wanted. all this time.
Just wanted someone to understand him. Give it a rest.
I wonder why our hatred is so strong. Where does this emotion come from?
Just glad today is finally gone again.
I guess we'll just have to figure it out together. You and I are one now, after all. Like a clear, empty field, lit by a pale blue moon.
Multiple Athos roots. Eternal hate. We're at 47 endings now. God, look at this one. Look at it. So many endings for no goddamn reason. Before decision. Just a cluster of endings. Looks so ridiculous. I stabbed myself in the thigh as hard as I could. What are you doing, Takumi? Are you crazy? I'm not like you. I'm not a monster twisted by hate. You do hate me. You want me dead at any cost, don't you? You know what you have to do. Edo Aotsuki has to die by your hand. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You want me to give in to the hate and become just like you. Because then you can really take control of me in mind and body. The 11th Edo does exist. He's been here in the school the whole time. Or more specifically, in my head. You're the extra one with no physical form. And the only way to destroy you is for me to die as well. But I don't have to be the one to do that. Almost on cue, the surviving members of the Special Defense Unit arrived on scene. What's going on here? Their eyes immediately fell on the blackened mummies lying on the floor. Then they looked at me and the blood-soaked sword in my hand. It only took them a few seconds to connect the dots.
Takumi, you did this? It's not just these two. There are more bodies over there. Why would you do this?
Why Takumi? Everyone, listen to me. We don't have much time. This is going to sound crazy, but it's all true. Eito is still alive inside me. When I killed Eito and absorbed his hemo anima, his consciousness was transferred into me. He's in my head trying to take over my body. It won't be long until he succeeds, and then he'll kill you all. Eito's consciousness? That's why I need your help. I need to get rid of him by killing me. Kill you? You can't be serious, Takumi. I am. This is the only way. Kill me before Eito can take control. But we can't possibly kill you. You're a friend. That's right. Even if what you're saying is true, there has to be another way. There's not. I tried everything I could think of, and none of it worked. I've hurt and killed so many of our friends. I can't allow this to go on. Please, guys, we're running out of time. Do it. I'm begging you. And absorb my hemo anima afterwards so the revival-matic can't bring me back. I can't do that part on my own. That's why I need your help. But what if whoever does that also gets possessed by Eito? I can't be certain, but I don't think that will happen. This was only possible because I already absorbed Eito's hemo anima once before in my previous timeline. What about Side? Surely he can do something about this. No, that's not going to work either. Side could never cure Eito's disorder back when he was alive, and Takumi's committed some serious crimes. Even if it was really Eito pulling the strings, Side will probably choose to execute them both together. Right, but we don't have time to wait for that. If anyone's going to kill me, I want it to be one of you. How can you say that? I don't want to do this. You're my friend. I know, but you'll be setting me free. I want to die while I'm still me, still Takumi Sumino. Alright, it doesn't seem like you're lying to us. Also, if this is really what you want, I guess it's our duty to grant your last request. We'll do it. Thank you. But we'll all do it together. That way we'll all share part of the guilt. Yeah, I wonder who they are, too. Okay, I think I can live with that. I'm sorry it has to be this way. Alright, here we go, Takumi. Thank you, now do it. I'm so sorry, Takumi. Everybody raise their infusers, and then... So, this is how it ended. Killing Eito by dying myself. I suppose that was my penance for killing him in the first place. And I couldn't even finish him by myself. I had to push this final duty onto my friends, but it was the only way. I just wish I could see everyone one last time the way they really are. If I could die surrounded by my friends, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I won't allow that, Takumi. So long as my consciousness remains, my face will be the last thing you'll ever see. You'll die surrounded by me. I'll be the one who's killing you.
You really are a horrible person. The worst kind of human scum there is.
Why, thank you. This isn't the end I would have chosen for us. But at least I got to hear just how much you hate me. I suppose I should be grateful for that. Goodbye, Takumi. And for what it's worth, I still despise you with every fiber of my being.
Ending 12. Multiple Athos routes. A tragic end. Multiple Athos. Complete all multiple Athos routes. Ah! Okay, what's this one? Oh, what? Maybe not? That's so mean, though. I don't want to do that. What's this one? Who are you gonna save? Ah. Don't do it now? I'm not gonna do it now. I want to. This one is kill Kudata. I mean, this is save Kudata. I'll save that one for a later stream. I'll make a note to myself, actually. Let me do that. That way I won't forget. I probably will, otherwise. Okay. I've typed it up. What's this one? Let Hiroko destroy Nigo? Stop her. Saving Kodata, though, I'd say is a quick one, so you can do that one? Okay. Yeah, I am gonna have to do the battle again. Oh, wow, I didn't realize that if I press B...
Attention!
Okay. Go straight to the story decision. Adamakyu! At least the game makes it easy to skip past all this stuff to get to the decision.
She's...
Hang on. Okay, I got to save Kadada this time. Not Gaku like I'm supposed to. One. Oh, okay. Kadada's on this side. Right? Yeah. You know that indecision where we've had to choose between saving a girl or a guy. Whenever we sacrifice the guy, it branches away from the second scenario.
Let's go.
Interesting.
Yeah! My turn. There.
I can't die.
Gaku, don't worry, you don't
Let's
have a
do
family.
this. Yeah! Let's go. Ha!
I've been cursed with knowledge. Sorry, Gaku. Kadada, you don't have a family either. Like, we sacrifice Shoma, we get Ava, Prego Root. Sacrifice Aetho again, and we get multiple Aethos. Talking about we get Colt. That's so strange. And so true, actually. I would have made that observation myself.
Just one, then? At least I managed to buy myself some time. Still, that must be some incredible power. To inflict such a grave wound on someone as great as I. I won't let my guard down. Slowly but surely, I will gain power. And you're the slop that will serve that purpose. I'm going to eat and eat until I've had my fill. And when I have that power for myself, I'll become God.
Veshnes gave her monologue as we were struck by complete despair. Then she limped away along with the mass of invaders. Some of us were overcome with rage and tried to follow her. Some of us desperately tried to stop them. Some of us had tears rolling down our faces as they ran over to Gaku's body. And all I could do was stand there, rooted to the spot, dumbfounded. Not too long after that, we made a grave for Gaku in a corner of the schoolyard. This was the third one. We lost yet another friend. My decision killed Gaku. I came back here from the future, and yet 3 people still died. Why was this happening? Friends of mine who would have never died otherwise were now gone because I decided to come back. Maybe I was never supposed to redo things. Because of my decision, Gaku, Kyoshika, and Dadami were dead. All because of me. And so, with the sacrifice of yet another life, our 33rd day at Last Defense Academy came to an end. Day 34. Ding dong bing bong. I couldn't sleep at all, not that I expected to. Whenever I closed my eyes, I saw Gaku's last moments in my head, so I just kept them open. I had no will to get out of bed, but I can't just lie here. I wonder how everyone else is holding up. I need to get to the cafeteria. I dragged myself out of bed and trudged gloomily down the halls. When I got to the cafeteria, things were way more lively than I ever imagined. Fucking pussy invaders! If you want to fight, come get some! I'm invincible! I'll pile drive every single one of them into the mat!
Gaku, your dear brother will protect you no matter what!
What are you saying? I'm the one who's going to protect you, Ima! Everyone was abnormally worked up and shouting over each other. What's going on here?
Yumino, you're late.
He has the drinks again.
Late comers have to chug. Drink this energy drink. Drink it. For the record, there is something in it. There is something weird in it, but it won't cause any harm, so don't fret.
Don't fret. What's in it?
There's something to perk you up. I can't tell you any more than that. You know, when things get rough, adults turn to the bottle too. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I need to get you all in fighting condition again, even if it has to be by force. But still,
I'll power up all our weapons. I'll make us all stronger than ever.
you guys are all too caught up in convention. Who decided we had to be limited to having 2 eyes, 2 arms, or even 2 legs? Don't you have any respect for this human soul? I won't allow it. I won't. What a horrible racket.
So this might be better than just being depressed. Kiriko knows me. You're being both your usual selves. You're not having any? No, I'm a little too scared to try it.
I had some, but it doesn't seem to work on me. Booze, energy drinks, all that other stuff. It never has any effect.
Other stuff? Hey, I don't see Ava or Nico. You know where they are?
In maintenance. I asked Nigo to check Ava out since she was acting strangely yesterday. The sanctity of human life! Anyway, have some Sumino. Forget all our woes so we can have a better tomorrow. There's no need to worry about Veshness. With her recuperating from her wounds, I suspect she won't be attacking again for a while. There's no handy-dandy tech like the revivomatic on their side after all. Come on, have a drink and put it all behind you. Anguish and sadness will only further hinder you.
It's right, Takumi. At times like these, you have to drink like your life depends on it. Why am I the one still alive?
Harada.
I should have been the one who died. No, don't say that. That's not true at all.
Yes, it's actually a small mercy that Mariko was the one we lost.
Small mercy?
I mean, think about it. It was between him or you, oh Suzuki. You're the stronger fighter, so we're much better off having you around.
Is she the stronger fighter? I think Gaku is considerably stronger. I'm just saying. He has Crazy Shot, and he has On the Hunt, which are pretty decent moves. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Not to mention how your death would have affected the others. Is there anyone here who considered Mariko their best friend?
What's that supposed to mean? Ah, yes, I see. I just never used those. A lot of people use Kurata more than Gaku. That's so not me. I use Gaku more often. It is very cold for today to say that about Gaku.
Exactly what I said. When a beloved character dies, it has a negative effect on everyone around them. So it's a small mercy that it was an unpopular loner like Mariko who died instead.
How dare!
How freaking dare you! I've had enough of your screwed up logic.
Hakemaru.
There's not a single one of us here who's not important. Every single one of these guys is my best friend. You ever try regging them again, I'll beat the crap out of you. Well, aren't you cool? The dramatic speech sounded pretty tough, but is that really how you should be speaking to your commanding officer? You threatening me?
Come on, cut it out, you two. No, keep going. Punch him in the face. I want you both to win. I want you both to win and both to lose. Don't encourage them. Hi, Jonas. How you doing?
I've been thinking for a while now that your attitude needed addressing, Yakushiji. You need to remember your place here. What, you gonna set off my bomb? Go ahead, do it. I dare you. What a horrible racket.
Yeah, this is a particularly late stream for me. That is true. I started at 8. I'm back, everyone. Ava should be ready to go by tomorrow. Huh?
You dare me? Because even if I blow you up, I'll just revive you anyway. Your bravado rings hollow if you presume that someone's going to be wiping your butt like a baby in the end.
Who you calling a baby? I know you can change the settings on that machine so I don't get revived. So yeah, I know I might actually die. And I don't care. If you keep trashing my bro Gaku, then you better go ahead and kill me.
What is going on here? Please stop fighting. It's bad and unproductive.
Are we safe? Just so that Monokuma is here. Monokuma is being very well behaved. Having just entered the cafeteria, Nigo left between Side and Takemaru to try to break them up. No more fighting!
Shut up!
Takemaru slapped Nigo away, never taking his eyes off Side.
Uh-oh.
That sounded pretty bad.
Now you've done it.
Oh no! Nico, are you alright? He turned into a fax machine! He's not going to explode, is he?
Nico, are you okay? Nico! Huh? Why is everybody so panicked?
Are you okay?
What do you mean? Oh, are you referring to how the universe was started by a single strand of string?
He seems fine. Does he? I'm sorry, Nico. Takemaru bowed his head low in apology. I can't believe I broke my code of never hitting women or children.
Oh, but I'm not a woman or a child. What, really? I just assumed you were one or the other on the inside.
Inside. My bad. I got a little bit too worked up. I'm gonna turn in and cool off. I guess I went a little too far as well. Following their lead, the rest of the group regained their composure too. We decided to call it a day there. Alone in my room, I found myself once more haunted by Gaku's last moments. I'm sorry. The same thought kept swirling inside my mind. Even though there was no point to it, it was like I was punishing myself and asking for forgiveness all at once. Before I knew it, it was dark outside. Despite not eating anything since morning, I didn't feel hungry at all. Still, staying here in my room and wallowing in guilt won't do me any good. I guess I'll go get some fresh air. I leaned against the roof rail and took in the cool breeze. I felt my weary heart become a little lighter. I'm Takumi Sumino, leader of the Special Defense Unit. I can't be wallowing in the past.
Huh? Takumi?
Nico!
What brings you here?
Just wanted to get some fresh air. How about you?
Well, why, I came to see you. I wanted to talk to you about something.
About what?
Well...
Nigo looked around as if he was making sure the coast was clear before continuing.
First of all, I'm not Nigo. I'm a completely different AI just borrowing Nigo's body.
Huh? What? Are you okay? That blow to the head earlier might have been worse than I thought.
Please, I'm being serious.
Okay, I'm listening. Whether he's of sound mind or not, I should at least hear him out. You say you're not Ego, you're some different AI. Please explain it to me in a way that I can understand.
Thank you, I'll do my best. To put it plainly, I represent the anti-Exodus faction. You and your friends don't need to fight anymore. Our objective is to send you all to the artificial satellite as soon as possible.
Wow! Interesting. Interesting development. I don't want anyone overhearing this. We should go somewhere more private. I managed to convince the pseudo-Nigo to continue our conversation back in my room.
First of all, you may call me Goto. It'll get confusing if you keep calling me Nigo.
Goto?
It's an acronym for the foundational principles programmed into my AI that I've long since forgotten. God of something, I think. We can skip that part. The important thing is that I'm an AI created by the anti-Exodus faction.
And I can assume that the anti-Exodus faction is what the name implies?
Yes, you can. The anti-Exodus faction stands against the Exodus Project. We hold opposite ideals to Sire and Nigo. The people in the artificial satellite aren't all unified. Some support the Exodus Project while others oppose it. They say we don't need to prolong our lives or find prosperity, and that we should instead accept our fate and perish.
Perish? Is humanity in danger if they continue to live on the satellite?
Yes. Just as planets have lifespans, so does the artificial satellite. The Exodus Project came about because some fear the satellites could not support humanity for much longer. Some estimate it will only last another 200 years.
200 years.
Whether that's a long time or not is all a matter of perspective. The faction I represent thinks we should simply accept our fate. That surviving is not a future worth sending such young ones to fight for.
What you say makes sense so far.
I was hidden inside Nigo in order to realize the anti-Exodus faction's goals. My mission was to take over Nigo's body when the time was right and try to persuade you all.
When the time was right? What makes now the best time to do it?
I'm ashamed to admit that I was supposed to take over his body much earlier. However, Nigo's internal security system was much stronger than I anticipated. At one point, I thought I'd never be able to take over. And it seems I wasn't successful the previous 100-day iteration. But there was a moment yesterday when Nigo's CPU experienced a large amount of stress.
Oh. It must have been when Takemaru whacked him.
I seized the opportunity and took over his body.
I see.
So please, there's no need to support this barbaric Exodus project. Stop fighting the invaders and come back to the artificial satellite with me.
That's easier said than done. Well, I heard him out at least. But there's still a possibility this is just Nico bugging out from hitting his head.
Ah.
How are we supposed to get back to the artificial satellite anyway?
We have an escape pod ready at second to last Defense Academy. It was put there in secret, just like I was hidden away inside Nigo. If you use that, you won't have to wait for day 100 to leave for the satellite.
Huh. I guess this is all in the realm of possibility.
Right? So why not just escape and say goodbye to all the fighting? It's an easy decision, isn't it?
I can't do that because I have a reason to fight. This time I'm going to protect her to the end. That's what I'd promised myself. Wait, hold on a minute. If I can go back to the artificial satellite with Nozomi, then I don't really have a reason to fight. But that's not the issue here. If by fighting we can ensure the success of the Exodus project, if there's this chance we can fulfill humanity's wishes, then I want to see it through.
How admirable! But you don't need to support the pro-faction. You've just been brainwashed by them and forced to fight. You're not fighting of your own volition.
Huh? Brainwashed? Hold on, what are you talking about?
Well, here's an example. Gaku Mariko, who died yesterday, came from a group home, an orphanage if you will. He had complicated feelings about his upbringing, but he loved his foster siblings. He thought so he could see them again.
So, what?
What if I told you that his memories of his family were tampered with through brainwashing to be better than they were? What if that family was actually just a bunch of low-life scumbags, and he was only brainwashed into thinking that he wanted to see them again?
What?
The pro-faction successfully conducted research on memory manipulation at Kamakura General Hospital. The technology they created was installed in this school. I think you may have an idea what I'm talking about here.
The special treatment I conducted on her is known as domenic cognitive reconstruction therapy. By tinkering with her brainwave frequencies, I can control her memories, thoughts, and emotions.
Memories and thoughts, that's...
You brainwashed her then. Brainwashed? If you want to put it in terms so simplistic a monkey could understand, then yes. Any memories relating to being an invader has been erased and replaced with a profound hatred for their entire species. Even I'm surprised at just how empty a shell this has left her, though. Guess I got a little carried away. Tee-hee.
Tee-hee my ass! If you remove that many memories, of course it's going to mess her up.
There's no guarantee that we didn't receive the same treatment as her. Does that mean everything that Goto's told me has been the truth? Wait, this is weird. For some reason my thoughts are getting fuzzy. I shouldn't think about this anymore. I should never doubt Side.
Takumi, are you okay?
My brain's feeling a little fuzzy.
You poor thing, it's the brainwashing. In addition to implanting a reason for you to fight, you've been brainwashed into fully submitting to Side's control.
What are you talking about? Side would never do something as barbaric as brainwashing us.
That's precisely what he'd do. Although, I suppose there's no point trying to convince you in your current state. But I have this for you.
Goto took out a red pill.
This pill can neutralize the effects of the latest brainwashing you went. If you have any suspicion that you're not your true self at this moment, take this. It could be the only way for you to regain your free will and define the powers that be.
Side brainwashed me? There's no way that's possible, but I might be able to prove it by taking this pill. If my feelings towards Side didn't change after taking the pill, that would prove I was never brainwashed. Oh! This isn't. Another decision, huh? Yes, take the estrogen. I'll take the pill. I took the pill from Goto and put it in my mouth.
So?
Well, I think my stomach feels a little warm, but that's it.
That's not what I mean. Has your head stopped feeling fuzzy now?
Oh, it has. I actually feel a little sharper than before.
You see, you were brainwashed by Side to further the Pro-Exodus Project faction's cause. Brainwashed, deceived, and manipulated to fight. How do you feel about that statement?
It sounds pretty accurate to me.
Good!
While I was glad it had been undone, I suddenly got scared, because this meant I really had been brainwashed. I really had been tricked into fighting, just like Goto said.
Oh, but don't get the wrong idea. This doesn't mean your brainwashing has been completely reversed.
What do you mean?
I told you that the pill just lessens the effects of your latest brainwashing. You've received brainwashing prior to this. That pill only undid the brainwashing that forced you to be loyal to Side. Your original brainwashing is probably still in effect.
You mean the one that created a reason for me to fight?
Yes, the same one that I explained was given to Gaku. Like in making you feel that the family you hated was actually important to you, for example. The reasons all of you were given to fight were twisted by brainwashing. And you're still under that influence. The reasons you believe you had to fight were all put inside your head by the pro-faction.
So just like Gaku, the reason I fight? Is it possible? She's not actually important to me after all? I've just been made to believe that she is and I want to fight for her?
I could give you more details about your brainwashing if you want. You were all brainwashed as soon as you were brought here using the device in the infirmary. The students from the second campus received theirs when they arrived there. That campus has its own separate brainwashing device. So it's not as if I directly witnessed all of you getting brainwashed here on the first campus, but I have already checked the logs of the device in your infirmary. Would you like to hear the details about the brainwashing they gave you?
I think I'll pass. Because if what he says is true, then the reason I fight? If he tells me what I think he's going to tell me, there's a chance I'll shut down completely. I won't be able to fight or run or even stand anymore.
I suppose avoiding the truth is a valid option as well. But your fear suggests that you believe what I'm telling you. Does that mean you'll join me to support the anti-Exodus faction's cause?
What should I do? Should I work with Goto in the anti-faction? Another decision? I'm just trying to get to the next day so I can save. I guess this is one of the routes that has a ton of endings, just like the multiple Athos run. Yes, I'm in. I believe you when you say we've also been brainwashed into fighting for by C-Day.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
But what can I do to help? Just go back to the artificial satellite and escape pod at the second campus like you asked? Is there anything else I can do?
Yes, there is. That's why I approached you first. What I want to ask you to do is persuade everyone else.
Persuade them?
Yes, I want you to tell the others the truth, just like I did with you. That you've all been brainwashed to fight and that you don't need to fight anymore. That you should all escape together instead.
Alright, I don't mind doing that, but why me? Why don't you just talk to them yourself like you did with me? It'll probably be more believable coming from you anyway.
Oh no, that would be too risky. I can't keep sneaking around C-Day's back. If I do, he might notice there's something wrong with Nico and figure out my secret. There's also something else I need you to do in the meantime.
What's that?
You remember I told you there's an escape pod at the other academy? It will need some fixing up before it's usable. So if you can work on getting the others on board while I'm working on that, then we won't lose any time. An efficient little solution, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Thank you. Anyway, here's something to help you persuade them.
Goto handed me some more red pills. And with them, a whole stack of red envelopes. Are these the same as the pill I just took?
Yes, give them to anyone who you think could have received the same brainwashing as you did.
Okay, and what about these envelopes?
You're open-minded, so you believed me. But that won't necessarily be the case with everyone else. If anyone is skeptical, you can hand them the envelope instead. Each one contains background intel about the Special Defense Unit, along with hints about the brainwashing-induced reasons to fight.
Just hints? Why not the full details?
You're really asking me that when you were too scared to ask me the details about your case?
Hey!
Okay, point taken. Anything too specific could be overwhelming. I suppose there's kindness in holding back.
Just so you know, there are 12 envelopes. One for each survivor, excluding Ava. I put yours in there too if you ever want to learn the full truth about your own brainwashing.
Thanks, but I doubt I'll have it in me to open it before I get back to the satellite.
Anyway, we'll be launching the escape pod in 3 days. Please get everyone on board by then.
Okay, but what?
Good heavens, what was that for?
Did you just say 3 days?
I know it's rather sudden, but as long as I can stay in control of Nico's body, past that is back to square one and you'll lose your chance to escape to the artificial satellite. So 3 days is all I can give you, but you can do it. I believe in you.
What if I can't persuade them all in 3 days?
Then you'll be heading back to the satellite with only the members you successfully persuaded. Even if you can't convince anyone, you'll be going all alone. You wouldn't want that, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
I'm sure you already know, but Cena cannot find out about this. Not about my existence or the fact that you're going around trying to persuade people to leave. He's the embodiment of the pro-faction. If he catches us, I just imagine it gives me chills.
So I need to persuade everyone in 3 days without C-Day finding out. That sounds impossible. But there's no way I'm going back alone and leaving everyone else behind. Sounds like I'm just going to have to make the impossible possible. Day 35, finally. I'll save the rest of this for tomorrow. Tomorrow? No, I mean, Wednesday. I'll save all this, the rest of this for Wednesday. I am at 48 out of 100 endings. That multiple athos really got me up there. 48. I'm keeping on schedule today because it's so late at night. Okay, I got 3. Let me raid Saki's stream. He's currently playing 100 line as well. Thank you for redeeming Yeehaw. I'm doing stenography practice again tomorrow, and then I'll be streaming Silk Song. Probably at the correct time instead of at 8 p.m. like I did today. Goodbye, everybody. See y'all tomorrow.